Yo, se enciende la luz, es hora de pasarla chido. Estos psycho en el micro, sean todos bienvenidos. De grandes a chicos, aquí tienen su lugar. Aquí a la entrevista, representar el paso. Esta es mi ciudad, parece una locura. Estamos sin censura.
¿Qué ole, raza? Welcome back to another episode of Psycho Uncensored. I want to start off, like always, by thanking my official sponsor, Rio Seco Ag and Supply at 15995 Alameda Avenue. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So go give them a visit out there in Fabens. Take a ride out there and get yourself some hardware, if you know what I mean. La Susie, welcome back, Susie. We missed you on the last show.
Thank you, Joe. It's great to be back. I missed you guys. I was too busy selling fireworks. And thank you to all of you guys who came out and supported me. But I did want to start off first by saying a good friend of mine, Albert Rodriguez, since middle school, I've known this guy, and he passed away yesterday. And so may he rest in peace. Arrastrado, I love you. I love you, and you know I love you, fucker.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry to hear that. I know Joe Loya también he has a...
Yeah, he knew him as well.
También, so.
He was well known. He was a great guy. He was definitely a ride or die friend. Like, you needed him, and he was there for everybody.
I've seen that all over. You know, he's es de respetar ese señor. Que en paz descanse.
He was in the Navy, so love you.
Deepest condolences.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Bueno, y tenemos ahora Middle Fingers Unfold. How's it going?
Great.
Fucked up. Hold on, chingao. Oh, que la chingada. Where is it? Ahí está.
Ya están tirando el calzón acá. Cálmela.
Sorry about that.
Están las groupies acá.
Okay. Ahí ponen los calzones allá.
¡Hey! ¿Qué les dije?
Sniff you later. Hey guys, I want to start off by thanking you guys for accepting the invitation, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
It's a huge honor, you know. Yo sé que son de aquí del Paso. You're representing Socorro, Clint, Horizon, so it means a lot. You know, we're here in Socorro, so
thanks for having us. Thank you, guys. That's a great honor.
Yes. So let's start off by introducing Chris.
Chris is our bass player, and he sings. I'm Albert. I'm the drummer. I'm also a singer.
Bernie, guitarist, Rinquinto,
Acordeonista. I'm telling you, I have an accordion back there, bro. So.
We need to jam, man.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about how did you guys meet? How does Middle Fingers Unfold?
Who is
about?
Middle Fingers Unfold?
Okay, I know these two gentlemen since I was like 15. We met in prison actually, and then I met Chris through Farmers.com. Farmers Only. Actually, no.
No, I've never been to prison, man. It's just a joke.
It's not at 15 either. Yeah.
Don't lie, Bernie.
Real quick story. Me and Bernie knew each other through two bipolar girls that we were dating. And he was a cool guy because he didn't know me that well. And, you know, the two girls are best friends. And he said, hey, man, this girl's, she's screwing you over, bro. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then later we found out she was doing the same to him. You know, birds of a feather. And but we remain friends. And we don't have bipolar guys. We have and Chris over here.
So it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. We learned our first
que
lesson.
las locas sirvan para algo, ¿verdad?
They teach good lessons.
And it was funny because they used to have remember those CRXs?
Uh-huh.
So every time they would pass by CRX.
Oh, I have an effect for that. Hold on.
Ponte los lentes.
Chingados.
But it was a blessing that we you know, he was kind of getting cheated on, and so was I. Because then we you know, we became really close friends, and you know, we cried it out, and then we're like, you know,
Arriba las bipolars.
yeah, that's why we made a song, Bipolar Girl.
Ahí está. Ahí está. Say it again, bro.
Yeah. That's CRX. I know, right? Yeah, but yeah, that's the way we
So
met.
how did
and
you
it-
guys meet, Chris?
I went.
known him since I was about 16, 17.
Yeah.
We met at school.
Which is
Which school?
Sleda, and he went to Del Valle, but summer school was at Isleta. So
Chris, you went to Del Valle.
I did.
No me acuerdo de ti. A ver qué clase.
I was a class of 90.
Yeah, I was class of 92.
did you check the
So,
ditch?
Yeah. Pues si ahí me la mantenía. I remember seeing you there. Ahí con los stoners. No te creas.
No, sí te crees.
Yeah. No, sí te crees.
So we used to play together in bands, and they played together.
Yeah, I
as
played
well.
with Chris in bands, and I played with Bernie in bands.
Nice.
So when we got older, I guess our families stopped paying attention to us. Like our kids ignored us. Our wives were like, "Ah, vete." so I said, "Hey man, we have like
Free
real
time.
jobs. You know, we
Yeah.
have money now. Let's go do it the right way. Let's go record, right?"
Yeah.
And what year was this when you guys decided to get together?
2000, like 19, like right
2019,
before
yeah.
the pandemic. Yeah.
Nice. So apenas, and you guys come a long way.
Actually, we were at Sonic Ranch when all the pandemic started, and we were, you know, we don't know what was going on because we weren't watching TV. We were recording our music, and what happened was, you know, the owner there, Tony Brochet, right? What's his last? Yeah. He started getting a bunch of toilet paper and started getting a bunch of water, and we're like, "What's going on? You know why?" And everything was like in the middle of the studio. He's like, "Oh, there's a pandemic going on," and we're like,
What?
What?
we were there for like a whole 2 weeks, so you know we were spending the night there, and
And for those who don't know who Sonic Ranch is, tell us where that's at.
Sonic Ranches in Tornillo, one of the best studios. A lot of
A lot of famous
great
people have-
musicians
Yeah.
have played there, and actually, you know, you get to eat with all the good musicians. you
Oh,
know?
really?
Yeah,
Oh, hell
they
yeah.
feed you all together, and you know they just advise you not to bother them, and you know we
Yeah.
don't bother them. Actually, they were bothering us. Hey, can you
Oh,
make
really?
a coffee? Can you make
Okay,
a coffee,
yes,
man?
coffee.
You make a coffee?
Yeah, Albert was making
Bring me
coffee
a water.
for. I don't know if you guys know who Osomali is. They're a very famous Mexican band. I mean, great. The guy was getting Albert to make him cappuccinos and shit. But
Órale.
yeah, you know, all the pandemic was happening. We're at Sonic Ranch, and we didn't even know what was going on, man. You know,
Our wives kind of called and they were like, "Hey, is there a store around there?" And I'm like, "Why? There's like a Family Dollar. Get dog food and get toilet paper." I'm like, "What?
Get all the toilet paper.
What's going
Yeah.
on?"
What's going on?
I'm
Like,
sure you
aren't
guys
you
were
watching the
scared as
news?
shit.
We're
¿Comiste
like,
chicos tacos o
no.
qué onda?
That didn't inspire you guys to write like a song about it or something like that? A pandemic?
Yeah, no one is safe. Chris,
Okay.
you want to talk about that one?
Well, I mean, basically, it's not about the pandemic, but it was kind of inspired by
Very
it.
inspired. Okay. So the lyrics
It's
are
more like a nightmare type
yeah.
lyrics and stuff.
And like nobody knows. You know, we didn't know who was next. Like who's gonna get it next, or you know
Yeah.
how everybody used to say "bless you" when you sneezed, and
Yeah.
then now it was like "f you" when you
Yeah.
sneezed.
Yeah, and they would look at you
Yeah.
como, hey,
Yeah,
watch it,
yeah,
man.
cover yourself.
Yeah.
And did any of you guys get COVID?
I got it later. Like, did you get it?
I didn't.
Qué bueno. Yeah.
I didn't get it. My wife actually got it, and I had her locked up in the room. So I was
Just in
feeding
case you
her.
had to like shoot her or something.
I was feeding her like a prisoner, and I'm like, "Here's your food."
Hey, yo también le hacía eso.
Oh,
Y mi wife, yeah, she was good. Y lo, no, you still have COVID, bro.
Yeah,
quédate.
no, I thank God I haven't gotten it, man. I mean,
Órale.
I haven't. I have a lot of asthma issues and stuff like that. So I've always been very
Cautious of.
germ freak,
yeah.
man. Yeah, like big time, like too much sometimes.
And what song were you guys? What song were you guys recording when you guys were there?
The what?
The
we're
first
recording-
album. Oh, the whole
yeah.
first album.
I recorded all 10 songs. It took me like 10 and a half hours. I just did the drums first.
Oh wow!
And-
Is that how that works?
Uh,
I've never known how that really works. How they record and all that.
You know, it depends. I knew the song so well because like I had I knew the lyrics,
Uh-huh.
so I could just like follow the metronome and just do the drum beat only. And that's where the cappuccinos came in. I had those 10 and a half hours were just cappuccino.
He was wired, man.
No, damn. So it helped. It helped.
Yeah, and then time is money there. And then these guys were picking out the rooms. So I didn't even get to see the rooms till like when I was done with my 10 and a half hours, when all my drum tracks were done. Chris is next. But then, they're like, hey, well, let's celebrate. So we partied in my room. I don't know what their rooms look like. Okay, but they got to pick them, and then
It was the best rooms ever.
they left me the
cat room.
oldie but goodie one.
Yay.
Hey, so
I got Chris back though. One time that we spent the night there, right? Chris got the blue room.
What's the blue room?
It's the most haunted room there. So
oh, really?
You know what? I
It-
did hear that place is haunted. Is it true?
I slept like a baby.
He slept like a baby. Me and Albert were like, "Oh shit, this guy's gonna levitate, man!" You know, because there's a lot of stories about the blue room, but you know, we never experienced anything bad there. There wasn't any ghosts. It was just creepy, you know, at night. But you know,
What's the legend behind that?
And
What do you know?
They knew about it and they didn't tell me anything about it.
Por eso dormiste a gusto que no sabías nada.
estaba cuddled con el ghost.
Ya, ni cuenta.
He woke up pretty happy. I don't know.
Hey, so I didn't actually know they have rooms like the artists se pueden dormir ahí todo like.
Yes, well, actually, it's a living studio. So
Number one live-in studio in the world. Oh, number one live-in studio in the world. It's like we're so blessed to live here in El Paso. We have one. You know, we always thought when we were younger we'd have to go to California and sleep in a car just to wait for studio time.
Yeah.
We have one of the best studios here in our backyard. Yeah.
Yeah, en Tornillo.
And is that expensive though? I mean, you don't
Yeah.
have to say prices, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
is that,
I mean,
is that pretty much?
Tony, he works with you, but he's honest. He's gonna tell you if you want to do something, you want to do it right, it's gonna cost you. That's what he told us, right?
I mean, he's recorded like
Yeah,
big
yeah.
artists, man. Yo, aunque no lo crean, that Mexican music is me, like I love it. Accordion, bajo sexto, all that.
But it's such a beautiful place to create because you're focused only on that. You have no distractions. It's in the middle of a pecan grove. There's like different studios, different houses that are connected to studios. So like these guys can kick back while I'm working, and then Chris will go and he'll do his part, and then I get to go kick back. And you can record to all hours of the night. In December, we were
Wow.
all hours of the night.
So when you record a song, you record like different
Sections,
instrument.
right?
Every instrument is different, or
You can. It depends on what you want. They'll cater to you.
Well, the way to record is however you want to record. But at the end, when you do the mixing, everything comes together. Like the way we wanted to record was he wanted to record the drums first, and then it was the bass, and then the guitar came in, and the rhythm, and then I did the leads. And that living studio is awesome because they feed you breakfast, lunch,
Damn,
dinner.
it's worth it.
and you know what? I was laughing at my wife because you put your clothes in the basket and they'll wash it for you. They have
Oh,
these
shit.
ladies that will wash your clothes. I hadn't seen my underwear so nice and pressed and
Damn.
folded.
Not
Hey,
throwing any
traía,
shade at you. Just
traía los creases
not-
en medio.
Yeah,
como,
man,
ah,
I was
cabrón.
like, estaba otra lavadita, otra lavadita.
Ahí están las wives, pues váyanse para allá, pues.
And I told my wife, you see? And she's like, you're paying for that. You're not paying me. Yeah.
That's true.
Órale.
That's
But
true.
the best food, man. They're like, what do you want? Enchiladas or gorditas? We're like, gorditas, man.
Yeah.
Then they'll make you whatever you want, man. It's
We're definitely gonna go back because it's worth it.
It's
I mean, if you think about it, like you have quality,
You
drum
have
sets,
the best
best
equipment, the best engineers.
engineers.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, Intocable ha grabado ahí,
Yes.
like
Even
all-
country singers.
yeah.
I don't remember which one was the last
Se me
one.
hace
that
que
I
hasta
heard.
Ramón Ayala,
Yes,
like, all,
Ramón
all
Ayala.
those big artists
Los-
vienen acá, hasta Tornillo, que mucha gente no sabe, and that's like, fuck. that shit.
Los Tigres del Norte.
Los Tigres del Norte, Simón, yeah.
And like I said, the thing with that is that all these artists are there. And then we're not supposed to say anything. You're like, you better not tell anybody they're here. And, we all eat together. You're like, don't bother them, just eat. And, they're talking to you. And we're like, oh, shit. We're trying not to get starstruck.
Yeah.
We're like,
But they're just humans, just like everybody else.
You
right?
guys,
and I think that's what
If
we
you're
don't.
like
we don't
country
realize it.
Midland recorded there.
Oh, Midland.
Oh,
Simón,
Yes,
yeah.
because they came to Speaking Rock and I went to their concert and they had just mentioned where they were recording, and we're like, yeah, fuck yeah. You know, they done that, and I think they did the video or something.
Yeah, they did
something
a
or
whole,
other.
a whole documentary on it.
Yes, yeah. It was pretty badass. Get chingón, ¿verdad?
They actually met. They named their album Sonic Ranch, but it all depends on how you want to record. Some bands are used to playing together. For us, it was since we recorded at other like places in El Paso, we learned that what eats up the bread is if like you guys make mistakes and you have to start over. And so it's better that we do it we separate. So I went first, did all the drum tracks, and I just went by like just memory of the song, and then make sure it's sequenced, timed right, and then Chris will come in, he'll put the other layer of the bass, and then Bernie gets to put the frosting in.
Wow. And then they just edit all that together. And
Yeah, it's in the mixing. The mixing is what takes forever, man. I mean,
So how long does just one song take to?
I would say one song would probably take us like
If everything goes, as planned, smooth, y todo.
probably like one song would take like 3 days. Yeah.
Wow.
To record all the all the instruments and then to do the mixing. And then at the end, when you have all the mixing together, you have to send it to get it mastered. So that's like another step right there. And then if the guy that's mastering doesn't like it, he'll send it right back to you. He's like, hey, you know
Do
what?
it again.
Do it again. You guys made mistakes, because they're putting their name into that mastering. Yeah.
Damn.
So it's a hard process, but you have to be very patient and believe me, being at the studio, it was fun, but sometimes it wasn't.
Sometimes it wasn't fun.
Well, I mean, it's work. Right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
And I'm sure that the constructive criticism, it can be a little hard, maybe, because you're not used to somebody telling you, no, I see, no, like, I
Yeah.
need you to do it again. And you're like, and I'm pretty sure that can be frustrating, but that's part of the biz, right? That's
Yeah, but you want if it's gonna go out there in the world, you want it to be
The best.
the best, yeah, and perfect, yeah, absolutely.
Our engineer that we have, he is very, very, I mean, can he say the word? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Anal about everything. He'll tell you to do it again. He's like, do it again.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, do it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Richie Valens episode where
Oh,
he's
yeah.
singing over and over.
Yeah,
Well, it's
similar.
like that, but in real life, yeah, it's like, do it again, do it again. My fingers were almost bleeding from doing the leads over
Damn.
and over and over again to a song called Valentine's that we have in the CD. It's one of the longest leads. And, my wife, Albert, Chris, no, man, you can do better. And I would do it over and over and over again. And I think that one took like about 5 hours in that lead. Yeah. By the end, I was like, I'm done, man.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Ahí ya está.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
even like the vocals, like I'm sure that with the vocals, doesn't your voice, like, how do you prepare that, or how do you keep your voice from cracking in the middle of that because you're tired?
No, you take breaks. That's what the
Drink Jack and Coke.
Eso está.
we had our supply of needs, whatever we needed to meet our needs. But I think the important part is, like I said, it was fun. But when we left, like when we were driving home, we didn't even hear the songs. We were so tired.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So how long were you there for?
We were there for like 2 weeks straight.
But
2
we
weeks
also,
straight.
well, that's just to do the recording part, and then you got to go back and do the mastering. For me, I think the mastering is more frustrating.
Mixing.
Yeah, the mixing. Yeah, the mixing is more frustrating, and Bernie has better ears than I do, so I rely on him a lot for the.
Yeah, the mixing is where you got to listen to every little detail, and you have to listen to that one song like a million times. And going home, I was a zombie already, man. I was like, should I put the music on? I'm like, no, don't put it on no more, man. Just like, and I was sitting on my couch at home, and my wife was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm just like brain screwed, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a long process. It's a lot of fun, but a lot of work. And if you want to put in the time and the money, then it's.
So how long would you say that it took you to record your first album?
I would say with all the process, probably like a whole year with the mixing, mastering, and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes time. Yeah.
So speaking of the
Yes.
first album,
Get you going. They brought us a copy, so woohoo!
it's 10 tracks. ¿Cuál es who wrote the songs or
We all trust each other, and that's one of the most important things about a band is you got to find like-minded people like yourself, who are committed.
I think you
Yeah.
know when we practice, somebody will come up with a riff, and I'll be like, hey, "What was that you were playing? Play it again." And then somebody adds up some lyrics onto there.
It's like if you had a get together and somebody has the steaks and I have some beers left over and let's make it. It's kind of like that.
Ya
It
sabes,
just
Joe.
happens.
It just
It's a
happens.
very natural.
It's a collaboration.
Yeah. It's. I guess it's kind of like the podcast where we just kind of.
Yeah, you just got
feed
to
off
sing
of each
together.
other, yeah.
You got to sing together, and like yesterday, we had rehearsal, and Chris was he was actually just tuning, and I'm like, hey, what did you play right there? I'm just tuning, man. No, play that thing what you play right there, and we started coming up with a whole new song. You know, it just whatever sounds good to your ears. And if you notice in our music, I don't know if you heard all our album, none of our songs sound the same. We're just like
Yes, and I did. And of course, there's some that are my favorite. Like the "Get Your Kick Stands Up." That's one of my favorites.
yeah, that's the biker
And-
video.
Yeah, and the other one, the new one, which is the video, which I wanted to know, just changing the subject. Where did you guys film that video of the Billy the Kid? Because that one's a pretty badass video.
That video actually took a whole year to film.
Really?
Yeah, it was different. It was at the Concordia Cemetery with the Six Guns and Shady Ladies.
Okay.
It was also where the Billy the Kid jail is, and then all over Clint, like different
San-
ranches, and then
Sanelli,
Sedna-
yeah.
See.
Sedna's Ranch.
Sedna's Ranch. Sedna's a good biker friend of mine. He has nothing but shovel hits, man. You gotta check his bikes
Ooh,
out.
okay. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
but he has a ranch. I've known Cesar Sedna for quite a long time, and I asked him if we could borrow his saloon. He has a built-in saloon in his farm.
Oh
So-
wow! Oh, you know what? I've been there many years ago.
Yeah.
He's got like the old Indians, right?
Yeah,
In his
yeah,
garage. I did-
exactly.
Oh man, that was
Yeah.
like maybe like 12 years ago. I went there. I was invited to a party because he throws a badass party.
We've
I
been,
do remember.
Yeah, we've been very blessed with a lot of great people that have helped us out, man. You know, Glenn Garza helped us out in that video too. Sandy
Yeah,
King.
because he was on it, right?
Yeah, he was the Billy the Kid at the end. We had a
Yeah.
young Billy the Kid, a middle Billy the Kid, and then we had the old Billy the Kid. Yeah, we're calling Glenn Gold. No, we're
No,
he's-
no,
he's-
no. By no means, Glenn. We would
yeah,
never
Glenn,
ever
Glenn is
call
25 years old, by the way. Yeah, but yeah, we've been blessed with great people that have helped us out for the videos. But yeah, that one took a whole year. You know, like I said, a lot of people don't realize how long this takes. It takes a lot of commitment and a lot of
Hard work.
I
man.
a lot of hard work. Yeah,
Just getting all the people together because there's people that helped us out and filmed with us.
Yeah, and sometimes a lot of things like, and I know because I've made independent films as well, things get cut out, and sometimes people's feelings get hurt because it's like, hey, well, I filmed that part, and yeah, but for whatever reason, it could, when we were doing the editing, it couldn't be put on there, or time lapse and it just didn't match, or whatever it may be, right? Because I do remember you asking me to be part of that video. And then I don't even remember what happened. I think we had an emergency or no sé lo que pasó. And then you ended up getting another group, or you filmed it the first time and then you couldn't use some of the footage, right? Is that how it went?
well, we like Albert says. He says, I always have a plan A and a plan B. You know.
Sometimes C, D, and F works
CD
too.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always have we always try to get as much casting as we can, so that way if that person can't make it, we'll call another person.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
we keep them. Right now, we're casting for another video that we're doing. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. You
Just
know,
saying.
Yeah.
yeah, but we're gonna continue making more music and continue making more videos. You know, we feel like El Paso is a great place to live in, and there's a lot of great talent. Not only us can do this. I mean, everybody can do it. But
Lot of great.
You know what?
Yeah.
Ever since I started this podcast, I've come to realize that there's a lot of good talent, but they don't get the support they deserve, man.
Absolutely.
Exactly,
And I
yeah.
think that's one of the reasons why I came on to the podcast, because in the same, you know, I saw the talent that Joe had in the podcast, and I was like, wow, like, you know, maybe, yes, there's other podcasts here locally.
Pero no
but-
chingones.
Pero
como
no
este.
chingones
No,
como
no te
nosotros.
creas.
No, but I liked what he was doing, because a lot of the podcasts talk about, you know, life and all that shit. But he was supporting the community and local talent, local businesses, and local events. And that's what I think geared me towards it, because there's a lot of hidden talent here in El Paso. And that people don't know, and for us to support each other, that's important. Like the raza come together, the community, and support each other, because if they don't, who else is going to do it? You to get up there and to support each other, like that's just the best thing that we can do for one another.
Yeah, El Paso has so many great artists, so many, and not only, I mean, in music, but like in everything else,
Everything.
like art, and
everything, yeah.
Tattoo
podcasts,
artists, yes.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that we started doing this is we're like, you know what, man, we got to show El Paso. You like, and you'll notice in all the videos that we've done, there's a little bit of everything, and
Little landmark.
yes,
que marca su-
yeah, and we don't really go out of town and make a video or nothing like that. We'll probably do that later, but for right now, we just want to stick to El Paso and show people that what it's about, man.
Yeah. And I think El Paso has embraced you guys very well, and has shown you a lot of support, and I like that, because I see that. I see when you guys post your stuff on your pages, people share it and they go and like it, and that I like that. I like to see that people support.
El Paso falls under the radar a lot, but it's great to see when people from El Paso do good.
Absolutely,
yeah.
It's
yeah.
really good.
Fun fact: everybody in our videos is a fan that we picked out from our Facebook page.
Wow, look
So
at that.
we've contacted them. Some of them were picked because during the pandemic, when all the laws were in place, and people wanted the CD, we had to go and do deliveries. So we would do deliveries every day, and that's how we met with our fans. And when we saw
That's
like
so
somebody
badass.
was like, "Oh, he has a cool look. Hey, you want to be in a video?" And
yeah.
so
We were driving all the way to the west side delivering the CDs and shirts at the time.
Ah,
And
cabrón.
personally,
and that's you're doing your own personal networking, and that's badass, and that's the way to go, because you're going to the fans personally, and what better way? So
They were like DoorDash.
CD
before
Dash,
it became
yeah.
popular, yeah.
See, oh wow, that's badass. I didn't know that. That's a cool
That's
story.
the only way we were able to get our music, because like nobody could buy it. Everybody's on their phones. So we're like, hey, we were getting together and like, how do we can't play anywhere? Let's just make videos, because that's the only way we can reach our fans now that they're only on their phone.
through YouTube, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's when the podcast started coming about, because of the pandemic,
Yeah.
people started listening more to radios and shows and stuff like that. And so so see, another blessing in disguise.
Right?
Yep. So, del tiempo que ha sido Middle Fingers Unfold, what has been the most la cosa más chingona que les ha pasado que digan, ay cabrón, like whenever you're having a drink or something, you can think about, fuck, this has happened.
Well,
You know what? I would say meeting Danny Trejo.
Oh shit!
That was-
I
that
did
was
see that.
awesome.
Where did you guys meet him at?
It was a car dealership, right? Yeah, it was a car dealership. Yeah, but you know what? He was really cool with us, man. We gave him a CD and a shirt, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll contact you guys and this and that." And then all of a sudden, we see in our Instagram, he became our friend, and we're like, "Is this his personal or?" And I told my wife, "Hey, check out if it's personal." He goes, "Yeah, it's his personal." And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit!
That's
That's
how-
now see
yeah,
that. Eso está chingón.
Shout out
I-
to
Yeah, shout out to Danny Trejo.
Yeah, Danny Trejo,
I know,
man.
I know
Yeah.
and I think I have him either on Facebook
Yeah.
or on Instagram too. So shout out, thank you.
I think the next thing is just hearing the music that we work so hard to make. You know what I mean? Hearing it on the CD, hearing it when Cali Q plays it. We're on a radio station in the Netherlands. They play us every day.
No.
That's like an
wow,
everyday thing.
really? So is
Yeah.
that on Spotify? Is that
It's on actually it's a radio station. It's called Viva Radio or something like that. And they play us every day on the radio.
and,
every
and where
day.
do you listen to, like through Radio Pup?
You can listen to it on you can go through Facebook and click into Viva Radio, and then you can click into their channel and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, haven't guys. You can listen to
Damn, that
all the
gets you
time.
going.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
badass.
So
man.
Orbita plays us too. Decimal always puts our video on their, so have a, good. They hear us out, so it's like, wow, man, we're actually reaching people all the way over there. So I think they're down there somewhere.
Somewhere.
But that's what we
other
were
side
talking
of the
about
world.
recently, on the other podcast where we had Fabian, and
Oh.
we were talking about other people from other countries, listening, and that's badass, because it's not only El Paso, it's people that you have no idea that become your fans, and I'm sure you guys would love to meet those fans. And do you guys ever get to do something where you can talk to them, or do like a live like this where they can actually tune in and see you?
Well, this is great what we're doing here. I mean, thank you guys, and we're able to reach people.
Yeah, absolutely. And where do your fans find you? What pages do you all have?
Well, we have an electronic press kit. Our goal is we're all movie buffs, all of us. So we love popcorn movies, Netflix, where we want our music to be not only worldwide, but to come out in a movie.
Oh,
What
yeah.
That's what we're really.
What are our links, though?
Like,
Our links, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Middle Fingers Unfold dot band BAND and Zoogle, like Google with the Z
okay.
.com.
Okay. And then do you guys have a YouTube or Instagram?
Yeah, we have YouTube. We have Instagram. Middle Fingers Unfold. Instagram.
And Facebook.
Facebook.
I have
Yeah.
you. I actually tagged you on there, so it'll come out on your page.
Yeah,
so.
our productionist is over there, by the way. So, our producer, she's the one that moves everything and
My,
talks
pro-
to
my
everybody.
Shout out to
over there
Esther.
también.
'Cause
Shout out.
she
Camera
does a
lady.
badass job. And
Shout out to Esther.
Yeah.
Yes,
y aquí escondidita también está Laurita, nada más que no ha salido.
Laura.
No ha sido nada, but she's awesome.
Yeah. So we, like I said, I mean, we have to keep on moving the band, and they can find us in all those webs, and they can find us.
all the digital platforms.
Yeah, Spotify, Pandora,
Spotify.
and all that. Yeah, and so we've done a lot of work to make our music known to all the world. You know, we just don't want to be in El Paso. We want to be all over the place, but it is pretty hard. You know,
Yeah.
starting out.
Yeah, but como dices tú, little by little, and it'll happen. So, what's coming up for Middle Fingers Unfold? What can we expect soon?
We're working on the second album. We really do want to play live. That's something that we love to do. I mean, even though we practice every weekend and feels like we're playing, but we really want to play live. But we want to do like a headlining show, and we need that second album so we could get that 2-hour slot.
Yeah, we need to get you guys out there. We definitely need to get you out there, and I know that your producer, right? She's
Yeah.
I know she works hard on getting you guys out there and getting you guys known.
Yeah.
And she does a lot of marketing for you guys.
Yeah,
And
so first is just finishing up the album, and then promoting it, taking it out live.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
But if they ask you on on any song on the first album to do it, I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd in a heartbeat do it, right?
Oh yeah. Of course, if we ever do a show, I mean, when we do a show, not ever, but when we do a show, of course, we're gonna play the same album too. I mean, the first album and the
Right.
second album.
Mix it
Yeah,
up.
like today in Cali Q, they're gonna play one of our new releases that we just released.
Oh, you guys heard that? Yeah.
Yeah.
What song are they going to play? What time are they going to play it?
Well, the show's from 5 to 7 with Daniel Paulus
Q
for
Connected,
on
right?
Q Connected. The song hasn't been released on YouTube yet. It hasn't been released on social media yet. And you're gonna be the first to hear it on Cali Q. We hear it from 5 to 7 today on Sunday. You know, today's Sunday, right?
Yeah, today's Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Andamos perdidos.
I'm like, what, Saturday?
So
Sunday?
you heard it here. You heard it here first. That
Yeah.
he's announcing that they're going to be on Kelly Q. Get you going. So
Yeah, Twisted.
listen, you guys, listen from 5 to 7, right?
Yeah, from 5 to 7. I don't know when they're gonna put it. I don't know when Daniel Paulus put the song. It could be the first song, the last song. But the song is called Twisted. It's a pretty cool, heavy gothic song. So it's,
Can we play a real quick?
Yes, you can play a
Definitely,
little piece of it if you want. Yeah,
Well, technical difficulty.
Technically difficult.
testicle
So
difficult.
tune in and listen to us, but also listen to other great bands too from El Paso.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a little bit of everything. That's what they're going to play. A ver. So just for those that were listening, that was the intro song that Joe was playing. Fuck yeah.
That's Albert singing over here.
Dang.
Hey, los videos que hacen tan chingones, bro.
Yeah,
thank you.
I like them.
And especially because, I'm from Socorro and I see a lot of familiar faces, so está bien chingón eso,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we try to put everybody that we know in our videos.
I think he's throwing you a hint.
Yeah,
He's throwing you a hint for the next
you
video.
would make a great bouncer, by the way.
That's what we told him, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we told him? Nana?
That's my, así me dice mi wife, el bouncer.
El bouncer.
Pero no sé por qué.
or for other reasons. We don't want to know.
Yeah, jumping on the bed and
Te creas, Linda.
La lenda.
a mí me dicen el dormido.
El dormido.
Oh, no.
No, not really. No, yeah. I mean, we try to, like I call in, Susie sometimes. Hey, you want to be in the video? We try to put people that we know in the videos, and sometimes they'll be like, hey, my friend wants to come out too, and we're like, yeah, bring him along, man.
Yeah.
And it's something that we just, we're very humble people, and we just love to, be friendly with everybody and let everybody into our projects. You know what I mean?
And it's true. I mean, I know that they've taken me in and they make me feel part of their family. Like, I know Bernie from, oh my God, I think since 2011. And then, we went to mechanic school together.
But I'm
and
25.
Ay, no and they really do. They're very humble. They throw their parties, and then the last party that you had for your son, the baby shower, ahí estaba el Glenn Garza. I was like, is that Glenn Garza? Like, hell yeah, that's fucking badass. So
That's how he rolls.
that's how he rolls. Yeah, I know, and they're definitely humble people. Like, I mean, I've been at parties with these guys, and así como los ves, that's who they are. That they're not any different.
Somos calmaditos.
Bueno.
Unless we get our drink on, then we start dancing on top of tables and stuff.
But I wanted to say that I wanted to give your guys' wives a shout out because I know they number one, they have to be your biggest supporter, your biggest cheerleaders, but what all that they endure too, so shout out to the wives,
Definitely, because when it comes to finances, I mean, we don't golf, right? And we're not rich and stuff, but I mean, this is what we do. We don't golf. We do this on the weekend to recharge our battery. But and our wives are fine with that. It doesn't cost any money, right? But when it comes to studio time and, hey, I need to put like 300 away for this week and like 300 for next week. Then they start, I mean, yeah, shout out to them because that's, I mean,
yeah, you have to, and like they say, it all comes down to who your partner is. So who your partner is how you're gonna.
A wise man once said, right? He said, find a good woman, and that's half the battle in your life.
Yeah, see, ya oyeron, guys, eh? I don't think that's gonna be for the Penny Chronicles.
I think Albert's getting some tonight for that.
Uy, qué bueno.
Está haciendo puntos.
Well, I got to give a big shout out to my wife too. I mean, she's always promoting the band. Yeah, she, pobrecita. She puts up with a lot.
Yeah, not that she has to put up with just Bernie.
Yeah, that bipolar girl song that we have. Actually, that's about me. I'm the bipolar guy.
Shout out to my wife too. She's been very supportive as well. So.
Yeah, good.
Speaking
I like
of
to hear
wives, how do you deal with groupies?
Ya estamos viejos ya.
No hay groupies.
Well,
I mean, no.
I play the fifth. No, yeah, you just gotta know that you have a better thing at home, and
absolutely.
I think that me and Albert.
Pero sí existen las groupies. Like you've been through that. Que you gotta.
Say something? All right. Yeah, like they send pictures from like Germany and stuff, but Esther, she doesn't let us look at those yet. Sometimes they're just wearing boots.
Well, you got my email. So
you can send it to him.
You can send.
So that she intercepts like a lot of the.
She gets them
groupie
first,
stuff, and she lets us see what.
She's like, yes, no,
Yes,
yes.
no.
Yes, no.
We see half.
No.
We see half a breast, but we don't see the nipple.
Or the face.
Está bien.
No, actually, we got a little bit of it in Las Vegas. There was a funny story because I didn't know that Esther had promoted the band so much in Vegas, the radio station, and we were cashing in our money, and there was this guy just looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy looking at, you know? And I was telling us,
Weird people in Vegas.
so
man.
I was thinking like, oh, rainbows and stuff, you know. But and then he goes up to me, he goes, hey man, Middle Fingers on Fall, you guys kick ass. And I'm like, holy shit. And they go, you know us, and you know, and Esther's like, yeah, I'm promoting you and this and that. I'm like, okay. So and you know, by the elevator there was this girl, and she's like, hey, you know, I like your hair and this and that. And I look at Esther, and she's like, I go, what are you gonna do?
Nothing.
She's over there laughing. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm married to her. Oh, that's okay. I'll take both of you. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I look
What
at
happens in Vegas stays in
yeah, and I
Vegas.
look at Esther one more time. She goes, don't you even think about it.
You're
I'm like,
"Darn
damn it.
Almost.
I didn't get her drunk enough.
Yeah. So is that what you say? One of your best moments? That you're out there and then people know you like that?
Yeah. But you're treated differently. We were told we were at the gift shop. We're waiting for a table. Like they said,
That's
it's
a
going to be
Hard
an
Rock
hour and
Hotel.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that dude went and talked to somebody, and he's like, that's Middle Fingers. And then we got a table right away.
Yeah. And did you guys like sign any autographs or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
for that guy.
Pictures and all that. Nice. See, that's what I'm talking about, because when you guys hit it
A mí me
big,
tocó una vez, pero estaba fea la güey. So I kind of like did the, no, it's not me, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
No andabas en el súper.
Yeah, no, no comment.
Estaba en la Soriana.
No comment.
My twin brother. He probably met my twin brother. Is probably
I don't know.
Linda's over there going, no.
Sí,
you're
pero
not
me
right.
hice pendejo, como no
No me caes.
me caes. Yeah.
I'm not feeling your vibe.
Yeah.
I was at El Super once, and I was wearing my work shirt. You know, because we work for the district, and you know, my wife went to the bathroom, and there was this girl, you know, pretty hot girl with 4 kids, and she comes up to me, and she's like, hey, I like your trenza. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, man. And she's like, yeah, you know, and I'm, you know, I'm more like, shit, where's Esther, man? And so every time I go to the super, I make sure that I take off that shirt, because, you know, my wife says, yeah, it's because and you know, you have insurance, you know, so
Órale, you got good insurance.
you're like the
Good benefits, Simón.
you're the benefits guy. So don't wear that shirt at the super, man, porque
Tiene retirement y todo. el
Ahorita
pedo.
que acabes me dices que shirt, maybe I'll get me a duplicate or algo, you know.
I'll
Just
lend you one.
I don't think it'll fit, bro, pero. Simón, para ir a agarrar morro.
That was a funny story.
So what would you guys say is like a bad moment that you guys had to experience? Like a bad experience that, I mean, you don't really talk about it, but it happened to you.
I think it would probably be making a video in the middle of winter. I think was right.
Outside?
Yeah. that
Oh,
was-
hell no.
But maybe, pero algo así como maybe a humiliation o que digan algo así que
Somebody
you know,
treated you
like-
bad or something.
yeah, like
you know?
who the fuck are you? You know, I
That's
mean,
why we named it Middle Fingers Unfold.
Eso.
oh, la verdad.
Sometimes there's always haters. and
Yeah,
stuff,
Is it,
so
so who came up with the name? Was it all three of you?
yeah, I came up with a name. I thought about it. I said, what's something that everybody knows in sign language, right?
Yeah.
Got to make sure we.
In
come-
any country. And in any country.
But no, I mean, life's full of like trials, tribulations. Sometimes there's negative people you can't get out of your life, and you just have to say,
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Sometimes that motivates you, right? That word motivates you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ay, mira. Yeah.
Fuck it.
yes.
But yeah, when that happens, whenever something bad happens, like somebody makes a bad comment, you know what we do? We just thanks for listening. Hashtag Middle Fingers Unfold.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
You know, we don't really.
We don't engage.
We don't really engage in the haters or nothing like that. There's always gonna be haters,
Yes,
man.
all the time.
Yeah.
Do you guys get a lot of negative comments, like on your YouTube or anything like that, that you can
Not-
just blow off?
Not
That's it.
really. Not really.
We in one of our videos we had somebody attacking one of our the people that came out on the video, and of course Esther automatically blocked them. You know, that was uncool.
Like
and
just
stuff.
bad comments about the person?
You know, people get jealous, you know, because they're
Yeah.
they're in the video and they're not, and they're like, oh, you know, this person and this bad, and how, you know, there was a bunch of crap. And
Do you think you guys are ready mentally to deal with stuff like that? Porque como van creciendo,
Uh-huh.
like there's certain situations that, you know, maybe you can accommodate to you know,
Well,
certain stuff o algo así como estás diciendo ahorita de ese hater, you know, or whatever.
I think that if you're pretty much grounded in your life, you know what I mean? We're just trying to, we're not trying to compete with anybody. We're not trying to show off or in any way. We're just doing what we love. You know, our music is, it's our way out, man. You know, it's like some people go golfing, some people go play pool. You know, we play
Harley.
music. Or in the Harley, yeah. And, you know, I ride my bike too when I can, just not in this weather because I'll melt. But you know,
we can't control what other people how
Yeah.
they react, but we can only control what we do, like
Simón.
yeah.
moving forward.
And-
Absolutely.
And I think if you
Hey.
focus too much on people hating on you, then you're pretty much gonna turn into something that you don't want to turn into. Like, you know, you're gonna turn into an angry person. You're gonna want to fight him and this and that. But there's a lot of good people in the world, and there's a lot of bad people in the world. And you know, bad people in the world, middle fingers don't fold. You know what I mean? And that's. I explained the name, like we always try to explain the name. Well, why middle fingers don't fall? And we're like, why are you flipping off everybody? No, we're just saying like, you know what, middle fingers don't fall to all the bad shit that happens in life, all the negative stuff. And God is stronger, man. You know, just focus on positive people. Stick around with positive people. Like right here, we're all positive people, man. You know, we're great. You know, and just focus on getting all the bad people out of your life. Because if it's a bad person, they're gonna talk shit about you, no
That's
matter
badass,
what.
man.
Yeah, you know.
So, para todos los haters allá afuera y los que no hacen subscribe y los que no hacen like,
Yeah.
middle
You don't
fingers don't
share,
fold.
nothing.
Hug a hater. Hug a hater.
Hug
Hug a
a
hater.
hater. I like that one. Hug a hater.
Oh, write that down, babe.
Another T-shirt.
Another t-shirt.
Haters versus creators.
Yeah, see, there
Ahí
you
está
go.
otra.
Sí, ahí está atrás.
We always focus on the positive because you know what?
Yeah, you have to.
We've had dear friends of ours that have passed away, and we're at that age. There, a lot of them are going, and we're like, man, you know, life's too short. We
Yeah.
need to focus on the positive because, like, I don't know, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have time for any of that. Just to move forward and to live life how you want to live it, and not give a shit about what anybody says, and especially the haters, because there's always going to be people that are going to criticize, whether it's good criticism or bad criticism. It's always going to be out there, and you have to have that tough skin to just, you know, shrug it off and move on, because in the end, you know, that's honestly what makes you stronger, what motivates you, what pushes you, drives you to do better. You know, I see, okay, well, I'm going to do better because you said that, you know, and not like you just said, you know, control what you say, don't respond. You know, you don't respond, and that silence is even harder, you know. And I know because I'll put some stuff out there like on Instagram or whatever, and I get a lot of the younger generation, and they like, ay, tú qué, grandma, que quién sabe qué, you know. And I honestly, I don't even, I could say a million things, right, and respond to them, pero I just shrug it off. I'm like, you know, silence is better. No les digo nada, whatever. And they're constantly like tagging me, telling me, you know, and they go off of offending you, like, you know, physically. That now they're like attacking your you know, how you look or whatever. They go through your page and a ver que, and just to try to trigger you, and I get that, and I don't let them. You know, I'll look at it and I'm like, oh, you know, I just roll my eyes and keep going, and I'm pretty sure that's how you guys do it too.
Yeah,
It's-
and it's sad to say there'll always be more haters, you know,
Yes.
than people actually, you know, liking what you're doing.
yes.
And you know, but you just, you know, don't focus on listening to people like that. You
In
know,
the end, those aren't the people we're playing for.
yeah,
Exactly.
you know,
Amen. And
you know, kind of like this podcast. I mean, I think you know, I saw it before we came over here, and I go, oh, let me see, you know, and you guys are doing great, man. You know, you guys are doing a great job, and
Thank
you
you.
know. And I always put a like on you guys, and you know, if everybody in El Paso would put a like on our music, it would be awesome.
Yes,
but not
right?
everybody is going to do that.
yeah, and definitely like I subscribe to your page when you send it to me. You send us the
Yeah.
video.
Mhm.
I subscribe. I watch the video because the more views you have, the better it is for you all. And I'll put the like on there, you know, and like when I shared the page with you, you know, all of that. And so that helps. You're supporting each other, and that's what it's all about. Like here, you know, whoever is watching on there, share it, like it, subscribe. You know, subscribe to their page. support them. ¿Por qué no? ¿Qué te cuesta? No te cuesta nada.
Un penny.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. ni el penny,
Ni el
porque nomás
penny.
es otras peores cosas andan liking, ¿verdad? I see what
Yeah.
they're liking, other stuff. But yeah, be real.
Yeah.
These guys
We-
are working hard, and I mean, they deserve it.
And yeah, we try to support every band in El Paso. Like we'll put a like in all their stuff. They come up with a video. Oh, cool, man. We'll put a like on it. And even though sometimes they don't do it back to us, we're like, well, we'll do
feel
it
you.
to you.
Yeah, it's
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep on supporting El Paso, supporting everybody that has talent here in El Paso, even if they don't support us, because
Supporting you guys.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
I do the same with local podcasts.
yeah,
I go to their page, like it, YouTube, like it, comment, todo,
yeah, everything
They,
helps.
they don't do it back, pero
At least you did it.
Yeah.
You're the better person.
And that's
yeah.
what Psycho Uncensored is about, like helping out the community, like we were talking about, helping local talent, whether that local talent may not like us back or share it or put the like on it, we still do it because that's what it's about. Like we'd be hypocrites if we didn't. So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
definitely support each other.
For just 50 cents a day, you can support a band like us.
Hold on, let me play. Do you have the song in that? support these poor three dogs right here.
Para que no lo regañen las esposas.
I know.
every day in America, a
Yeah.
dog dies.
Yeah.
Every day in America, a band member dies.
Yeah.
From not having money.
Yeah.
The wives kill them.
With only 10 cents a day.
Ya ni 10 cents, $10 por favor.
Sí.
Man. No, it is expensive, man. But we love what we do, and yeah, I
It's
mean,
worth it.
and we just ask everybody in El Paso, so support everybody, support every local band, support every podcast from El Paso. We have to support each other here in El Paso, Texas, because we're the only ones here, man.
It's like you say, man, there's so much talent from, people who draw, tattoo artists, from
Oh, yeah.
everybody. I mean,
Big
there's
time.
Yeah.
there's big talent here in El Paso.
Yeah.
Like
Pero
hairstylist
lo
and all
malo
that.
es que no se hacen support uno al otro.
Sí.
That's
Yeah,
the bad part.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's always going to be controversy and all kinds of, like you said, hate and
Mhm.
pues es lo malo, in a perfect world, if we didn't do that, where would we be,
Yeah, and sometimes the people that are hating don't realize that they're giving you a comment, so they're already helping you out.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly. And
Hey,
even
Fabian, shout out to Fabian.
yeah,
That's what he says.
That's what he said
Hey,
too.
Thanks for your comment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
your
Thanks for
comment.
listening.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause, yeah,
Yeah.
you're making us not only famous but infamous.
see,
Yeah.
you put a comment or you put a thumbs down or whatever. You're still helping the band out because, I think that if the people are really hating, then don't put a comment and then you won't help out the band. You know what I mean? But just
But like they say, if
Keep on
you
hating
don't
me.
have haters,
Doing anything right?
Yeah, exactly.
Look
You're
at
not
the
doing it-
Kardashians. How
Yes.
many haters do they have?
exactly, and it's all
oh,
from-
that's the way those
you know,
chicks got
what-
famous, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Because
Everybody
they
hating
have,
them.
and they still have a lot of haters, but that's what made them famous. And like you said, if you're not having haters, then you're not doing something right.
It's the
So
Cowboys, right? The Cowboys.
I'm not talking
Oh.
about
Oh,
games.
fuck
I'm
the
not talking about the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I'm not talking about no.
Do we got any Cowboy fans?
No.
hello?
Everybody knows in El Paso that I don't get into
Hello?
football, so I'm safe in that area.
Yeah.
Anybody else Cowboy fan?
Don't talk about my boys, okay? Porque ya
Linda,
me voy a
make,
tener que
make-
poner los
make
guantes.
sure the camera's cut. Ahí donde está Bernie, nomás de Bernie para acá, ¿ok? Mueve la
Puro pinche
cámara, por
Cowboys,
favor.
Puro pinche Cowboys. I don't care.
Everybody's always asked me like, "Hey man, so which team do you go for?" And I'm like, I'm not a football fan, man." And, what are you talking about? I've never been a football fan. I
Oye,
don't know why.
es como
You mean
politics, no,
soccer?
and religion.
I'm a foodie. I rather go eat tacos and
A ver, ¿a dónde te gusta ir a comer los tacos? A ver. Where's your
Well,
favorite place?
You know what? Today we went to this place called Kairanai Joe's or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, in Clint,
And-
right?
Clint,
Oh my God,
The
best
food's good.
menudo. For some reason, I wanted a burger in the morning, man, and they're the only place that are gonna give you burgers in the morning, and best burger ever, man. Oh my God, it was homemade, and
ya ves, Linda, te dije.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm drooling on
Ya,
your
ya,
mic.
ya
I'm
dio
like,
hambre. It's already dinner time. too.
Andale. Andale restaurant? Yeah.
Órale.
Ah, it's a good restaurant.
Taco Tote, I don't know.
Oh,
Taco
the taco
tote.
tote. The taco tote.
the fake
The taco
tacos.
The fake taco.
Al Pastor.
Okay, so
Hijos.
what? Soft or hard tacos?
Soft.
Soft.
Or como dice una girl, who's that lady that said, Yeah, man, I ate the best Mexican food in El Paso. I went to Taco Bell. Somebody said it. I read it on
Taco
Instagram.
Bell,
Yeah, I read it on Instagram. I'm like, Taco Bell? What the hell? That's like fake
Ese
taco.
vato también de Saved by the Bell, ¿no? ¿Cómo se llama el?
El Mario Lopez.
Yeah, que he made a comment también.
Nah,
de,
but he was talking about Chico's Tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
like
was
the
like
best
making fun
Mexican
of,
food también, or,
Yeah,
or he was just making fun of it.
I don't know, he's an idiot, but he was just
Oh.
talking. Yes, I said that, Mario. No.
Oh.
They're
Mario.
not fighting words.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he just made a comment about Chico's Tacos that not being good or something like that. Kind
Yeah.
of making fun of us.
Well, you got to admit, everything back in the day tasted a lot better. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Plus, he didn't grow up here. You know,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what made me feel when I was sick. My dad took me to Chico's. I was well. That's the cure.
Yeah.
That's a cure.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have the Chico's Tacos in your video, like in the background?
No,
You
we
guys
don't.
should do that, no? Like just be like I don't know, something where the bikes
we
drive
should.
up or something.
There's
and
always a
like-
security guard. Usually, when we do our videos, sometimes we don't ask permission. and stuff.
Yeah. Well, then, yeah, don't. I don't think that they would care.
So we've gotten kicked out in a lot of places. Believe me. Like, what are you guys doing here? We went to the parking lot in downtown. What was it? The Wells Fargo? Was it Wells Fargo? What bank was? I don't even remember.
Just because of the ski mask.
Yeah,
Chingao.
yeah, just because of the guns and the 45 we had, you know.
No aguanta nada,
Sí,
güey.
no, que pues, you know, it's not like we were gonna shoot anybody. No, we went up there and this short little security lady runs up there and she's like, "Get the hell out of here!" And we're like, "Well, we're parked here. We're going to your car." I'm like, "Okay, well, hold on, man. Get on the elevator." We're like, "What the hell? Calm down, man." You know. And
Were you guys filming or what? You
we were taking pictures for our Instagram and our Facebook, and we took a lot of cool pictures up there, as a matter of fact. And
But we never used it because, like, it's hard to use stuff when somebody that you didn't want in the pictures yelling at you.
we're actually gonna, we don't want to get sued by a little security lady, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we've gotten kicked out of some places. That's funny though, man. We just laugh about it, and we're like, "All right, where are we going next?"
Next.
Let's come back at night.
Yeah.
Which she's not here.
With ski mask and the 45.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Hey, honest, which one's like the most requested? The one that has the most views, the most.
that's Bipolar Girl.
Yeah,
Bipolar
that's
Girl.
got to be the top song right now.
Oh, really?
And that's what brought you guys together.
everybody's favorite.
CRX.
You know what's funny is like
Exactly.
we're not man haters. I mean, we're the women haters because we've been accused of that, and we're like, we're all married happily, and you know,
No, I wouldn't.
we
even
have very
be able to-
confident women as wives, and but
and
it's
beautiful
funny that
women.
the one-
Beautiful women, guys. Just so you know, ladies.
so it's funny because all the girl like the Candy on the Stick, it's like a stripper song, you know, and then Bipolar Girl, all those ones are the girls' favorites.
No, look
So
at that.
I was like, yeah, we've asked people that it seems like the ones that other people say we're hating on girls or women, those are the ones that all the girls like.
Yeah.
You know, Valentine's Day and that, like, right?
Yeah, it you know, we couldn't sing about a bipolar guy, so we sang about a bipolar girl, you know, because then it would make us look weird.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah,
it could also be about a bipolar guy, because I'm bipolar as shit, man. You know, I am. You know,
Is it because you're cancer?
yeah, because I'm a Cancer.
'Cause I'm a
Yes,
Cancer.
we're both bipolar.
I know.
like-
Hey, you know what? Yo no creo mucho en eso, pero mi brother también se,
Sí.
he'll be good one day y del otro día.
No, I shift. I'm a very moody person, man. I think my band members know, and my poor wife. But you know, I suffer from anxiety, so it's just like, oh my god, and the bipolarism just kicks in sometimes. Yeah, so yeah. What are you looking at?
That's,
Oh no, I'm just playing.
Que me ves, que me
¿Qué me
ves.
ves? No me estás mirando así.
that's got to be the most requested song, though. Bipolar Girl,
Yeah,
by far.
yeah.
It was one of the first ones that just came out, like
Yeah.
right? Yeah. We call it. We used to practice in a boiler room, like it was where we first started practicing. Now since the album came out, we've upgraded, but
Yeah, now we have air conditioner.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we used to sweat our asses off in the boiler room. But actually, we did the video at B17's
Downtown.
downtown.
during the pandemic,
Really? They let you guys?
well,
It was my friend Mario, the owner.
Oh,
I know
okay.
him very well. So I'm like, dude, shout out to Mario, man, because Mario Caramillo, he's the owner of B17s, B52s, all those bars.
Órale.
He's an awesome guy. Man, I've known him for
Great bars, by the
like
way.
30, yeah, great bars, 38 years, man. I've known that guy for a long time, and he, we told him, wow, we want to do a video, man, but he goes, damn, dude, I'm close, but you know what? I'm gonna open up for you guys. How many people are coming? I'm like, shitload, and he's like, all right, man, fuck it, go, and we were there, and he actually gave us free drinks through the whole night,
through
man.
through the whole video.
Wow.
And we're like, no, dude, we felt bad. We're like, no, dude, let us pay you for him. He goes, no, your money's no good here, man. Do your video, and everything's
And
free for you guys,
He comes
man.
out in the video too. Like
Oh, really?
Yeah, he comes out in the video. Yeah.
He's the guy playing the bouncer, and the bipolar girl throws the tip jar at him with all the change.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go see that.
But he's an awesome guy, man. And we did the video there. We did it all day. It was fun, and we were just looking out for the cops because you know how the cops
Yeah.
were.
and then,
Our
Reinforcing
equipment and-
those. Yeah.
I mean, you
'Cause
guys know
of all the-
it's a wonderful establishment. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Are any of your wives in the videos? Have they ever wanted to be in the videos?
She's in the crowd, but she's not like she never wants to be in it. Like I think she's just happy. I've been with her 25 years, so like I've been with her forever. But I think that she's just happy she's not my not groupie, but my helping me load my gear anymore.
Yeah.
A
And she's
roadie.
such a
She
beautiful.
used to be helping. She used to be like my roadie, but not anymore. So
Yeah.
whenever we do something with the band, she's like, "Go ahead and go, yeah."
Yeah, do your thing.
Well, my wife came out in Hungover again. She was actually the Uber driver in Hungover again in the video. She dressed up all haughty with her little suit, and
Ooh, I gotta
remember
go check that out again.
yeah, I was washing the car all morning, man. So I was kind of tired then. And we made that video mostly about some chicks that were
And
partying
Chris
online.
has yours.
she's very supportive, but she's camera shy. So
Okay, but did she go when you guys are doing the videos? Did she go there and support?
you know what? She usually has to work, and so
Okay.
they're long hours.
A workaholic.
Yeah, workaholic.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to pay for the video.
Somebody has to pay for your
The
videos.
Yeah.
Keep on working, wife.
Shout out to her. An extra shout out to her. Pobrecita.
Yeah.
You know the video shoots were usually there like most of the day. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes very long hours, sometimes days. Like I said, Billy the Kid. I mean, it took a whole year of footage just to be able to. Albert spent many hours editing that video, and then our productionist Esther went over there and then kind of helped him out for one night, but we didn't do so much work as he did. I mean, Albert's been a great blessing to the band. I mean, he's a pain sometimes because he's a doer, man. He's like, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, and we have to catch up to him, But it's good to have somebody in a band like that. It kind of pushes you.
Yeah. I was going to say, there's always got to be that one person that pushes because.
So,
I'm
¿quién es
more-
el más enojón?
Why is everybody pointing at me?
I kind of looked over
Yeah,
the
point at the bipolar guy.
I think
He's getting
okay.
better. He's getting better. He's super.
Just from seeing you guys, el más
procrastinate.
calmado tiene que ser Chris.
Yeah, he's the.
Yeah.
I'm the
Can you tell?
peacemaker. I'm like, hey,
We're always like brother and sister. He's the.
Chris is more of the guys. Calm down. Come on.
Sí, como, yeah.
And me and Albert was like,
That's good. We're both very passionate about music, so it comes out better. Well, he's stubborn. You're stubborn. Chris is stubborn too. He's very stubborn, but in a quiet way. And when us three stubborn people get together, we get.
This is a type.
I cross my arms. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I just something who you remind me of, and I know people are gonna go like, what? Of Mick Mars. You remind me of Mick Mars.
The calmado.
Like the calmado that he was always in the background doing the same thing, cross his arms and like.
trying to take a nap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Chris is an awesome guy. Albert brought him in the band in 2019, right? Yeah, I didn't know Chris, but now it's like we've become like brothers, man. Like I feel like I've known him forever. We sync really good in our music, and it's just amazing. His bass playing is amazing. Like I had to become a better guitar player to follow his his riffs on the bass, you know. And Albert had to become learn a new strategy in his drumming because of the way he plays. Chris has played on a lot of norteño bands. He played with his dad. You know, his dad was a great musician, and you can tell in his playing. His playing is very unique. You know what I mean? That's not just rhythm.
So it kind of brought the best out of everybody.
Yeah. Learning how to play with Chris is like he uses a lot of ghost notes and on the bass and very catchy rhythms that are not like times like most like regular 4/4 time type bass lines. And so that you have to be pretty creative. I learned that less is more. Like we all been in different bands. Me and Bernie been in speed metal bands. We learned that less is more. That way we can hear everybody. And I really like this, like the new album. We're showcasing Chris a lot, like because he's really original, and that makes us original.
And I would say the same about these two guys because they make it easy to play, and I mean working with them is like the best thing ever. You know.
I feel the love.
We love each
feel
other.
the love.
Group
That's a
hug.
big-
Group
group
hug.
Ah. And that's what it's all about, like that. Like you see that, and that's what makes you guys who you guys are.
Yeah,
Honestly.
you have to have a good relationship with
Yeah.
your band members. They're family, and we're always inspired to do better. We tell each other like, you can do better. You can do better, especially when we're doing the recordings. Like we said, it could take hours, you know, because like I said, that time that my fingers were bleeding, I was pissed off, man. But my wife was like, "Calm down, it's because I know you can do better." And I'm like, "Oh my God," like, and let me take a break. We go outside the studio and come back in and do it again. And I think that last time that I did it, it was great. Everybody was with a smile. But you have to find people that can tell you, like, hey, you know what? You can do better than that. You can do a better lead. You can do a better rhythm. Do it again. I know you got more than that.
Somebody that's always pushing you.
Exactly,
to
yeah,
bring the best
That's
of
what it's all about. Yeah, to push you to bring out the best in you.
And I think we've gotten to know each other that we know our limits. We know how much we can do. You know what I mean? Like we know that if Albert comes up with a drum beat, I'll be like, nah, dude, that was weak. Come on, man. Come up with a better drum beat. I know how you are, and Chris too, they'll tell me all the time, like, hey, that was weak, dude. Come on. And
So what is the funniest thing that has happened with you guys, like during practice or a video that you guys constantly go back to and laugh at that?
I think it was the time I ran naked down the street. No, I'm just playing.
I've done that too.
Is there footage?
Have you?
Is there footage?
It's a Socorro thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Socorro thing.
We always run naked down the street. You gotta show our nalguitas and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. No,
We're gonna streak through the
damn,
quad.
there's been so many crazy stuff. Do you remember anything, Chris? That's so funny because I if I start thinking, I will think about a million things.
It happens every weekend. I think it happens every weekend. I think that's why we're so addicted to like showing up to practice. That's where we recharge our battery.
Yeah.
That's how we we get through the week.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna work hard, but we have fun. Too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's also laughs, not just all serious notes and stuff.
I
like
get to
that.
hang out with these guys, and it's awesome.
We always cook out after practice, so it's always.
I've seen that. I've
it's
seen you.
like so it's always it's the day's gonna end. We call it our Warriors meal. We worked hard, now we're gonna do that Warriors meal like the Marines.
Our doctors are not very happy with it. They're like, you
With
have
the
high
red meat.
cholesterol and this and that, and we're like, and then my wife's always, you have to eat healthy. She gives me these stupid salads, and it's like, I'm not a salad guy, man.
to balance out the big old steak.
Yeah, so we need to have our beef, our beef.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we need that steak. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Funniest moment, shit. There's just too many of them, man.
I got locked out in Sonic Ranch.
There it is.
Like okay, because
There it is.
they just put a new wing, like a new room at Sonic Ranch, and then was when you go around the corner. I mean, we finished about 2:30 in the morning, and like there's just a scary pecan field in the back, and I was like, oh, man, it's creepy. You know, they should put a light over here. So like I bring out my phone and I'm like checking everything, and they have 2 doors because like for the sound. So I lock both doors thinking I'm safe in my room, right? And then in the morning I can't get out. So I'm using the do not disturb sign, and I'm trying to like open the door. I'm trapped.
Todo scratched ahí.
Yeah, I had to call and then nobody's up. They're crashed, and I'm like, they're probably eating breakfast without me. Like nobody. I'm
A toda madre, not even questioning where is he, you know?
The middle child in me came out like, oh, nobody cares. And then I was like, oh man, like, haven't they noticed I'm not there?
Doesn't anybody care?
Save me a burrito or something.
Yeah.
No, and then finally Esther answered, and I was like, oh my god, like, hey, I'm trapped. They're like, what do you mean? Like, well, I can't get out of my room, so they had to find like the cleaning lady to come.
No, I got a wire and I opened the door from the outside. It's because
No, what do you mean? So how did you lock the door? So you locked it from the inside?
There's 2 doors, but you're not supposed to lock one of them. One's to lock from the outside, and then it's because when you go to a studio, there's always 2 sets of doors for sound.
Oh, okay.
So it's like if that door had another door behind it, and I locked both, so I couldn't get to the other door.
oh, he was panicking, man. You know, Esther's like, hey, Albert's locked up. And I go, what do you mean? He got arrested? He goes, no, he's locked up in his room. And I'm like,
la movie Panic.
Well, I'm eating breakfast.
I'm like, well, let's go to breakfast. We'll get him back later, you know. No, you can't be like that. Come on.
That
And
way
I'm
he'll
like-
learn.
I was gonna actually leave him there, you know, because we like to play tricks on ourselves, on us. And then, I went, and poor Albert was panicking. So there's no way to open it. You had stuck a wire in there, and Esther was all taking pictures of Albert in the window panicking. And he looked like a little boy, like, let me out, you know. But yeah, that was funny. I had forgotten about that one. Yeah. Shit, man. No, it's just it's a lot of funny moments, but I can't think about them right now. I had even forgotten about that one. That one goes down in history.
That was a scary moment for me.
Scary moment.
For you and funny for everybody.
He's
I don't know about
claustrophobic.
funny, pero
Yeah,
scary,
he's-
sí.
Because he's very claustrophobic. So yeah, he was panicking in his room. When I got you, okay? Thanks to Esther.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering her phone. Yeah.
You see. Hey, well, I got you guys a little gift. Laura, can you give me the gifts?
Did you go to a lingerie store?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's in house.
Oh, nice, man. Thank you.
We got you some shirts.
Hey, thank you. Awesome.
I wear the small. You're right. Thank you.
Man, this is great. Thank you.
We hope you
There
like
you go,
them.
guys.
That is a really nice.
It's been a
that is a really cool design.
Este
Very nice shirt.
we
Thank you,
also
guys.
like to do shots at the end of the show, so if you guys want to pick a bottle.
Yeah, pick a
And
bottle
we'll-
and see
we'll do-
what you guys want to.
For a shot. Let me see.
Mira, you guys like tequila?
Oh, I love tequila, man.
That one right there.
I'm sorry. sis.
Thank
Oh,
you
I
to
thought I
Laura.
stepped on you.
Laura
¿Trajiste
gifted
tú,
me
Laura?
that
¿Cuál? Let me see.
that bottle. Ahí mero. Yeah, the top shelf.
Caer a la chingada aquí.
Top shelf.
That'll be
That one,
another
brother.
funny
the
moment.
other one, that one right there, brother.
Thank you, brother. That was really
Oh no,
I love the design. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Hey, who makes your shirts?
I do.
Wow.
Ya saben,
my-
ya saben.
See,
Yeah.
talent, man.
Yeah, he does. He makes really cool shirts.
Is it over already?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not over. It's
I
not
don't,
over.
I
It's
don't want
not
it.
over.
To, I don't want it to be over, man.
No,
I'm
no,
having
no,
fun
no,
here.
no,
Yeah,
no.
having fun here.
It's
Ahorita
it's
sigue
my
el
way
party.
of it's my way of saying I need another drink.
Yeah.
It's my way of saying
We're just getting started.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
getting started, man.
Ahorita que pongas a Chris pedo, ahorita va a comenzar a hablar. Yeah, it takes him
yes,
a little bit of
Bernie,
liquor.
Tell me about what I saw you on that show, the KROD. What is that?
The 690 iHeart.
Yeah, but what were you doing? Why did they invite you? Because it was just you, it wasn't the guys.
Well, Esther again, our production is here. She was talking to Amber,
Amanda.
Albert Banda on from
Shout out to
iHeart.
Amber.
Shout out
She-
to
she-
Amber, man.
Shout out, girl.
She
Yeah.
was her and her husband were a guest here.
You know what, man? They are really good
Andrew-
people.
Oh,
really
yeah,
great people,
definitely.
man. You know, Amber gave me a call when I was at the movies. Actually, I was going down the movie because I had just drank a whole freaking Coke and
Didn't pass it.
licking and pass it. And she had called me, and I was seeing the number, and I'm like, should I answer? I don't recognize this number. And she called me, and because Esther had gotten in touch with her and told her that I was a big car fan, you know, and that I had watched Tex-Mex Motors, and so you know that's the way she contacted me, and then she called me and she's like, hey, I'm gonna be doing an interview with Scooter. And 690 iHeartRadio. Would you like to be in?
And who's Scooter? Just so for those watching that don't know, who's Scooter?
Marcos Guerrera, something like that.
Tex-Mex Motors.
Yeah, Tex-Mex Motors.
That show that's on Netflix.
Yes, there's a Netflix show called Tex-Mex Motors. They buy cars from Juarez. They bring them over here to El Paso, and then it's like an
They refurbish them.
yeah, they rebuild them and everything. It's kind of like Gas Monkey Garage, but in El Paso, man. You know,
great-
and
great
it's
show.
Raza style or what?
Raza style. See.
Yeah, that's
And you know what? Scooter is a awesome guy, man. You know, I got to know him there in the studio, and I felt like I known him forever, man. He was.
And you
just-
said he grew up here in El Paso, huh?
Yeah, he says he grew up here in El Paso, and I think his wife owns a dentist place in Juarez, but that's actually his voice, the way he comes out and
Yeah.
Tex-Mex Motors. Yeah, he's a real cool guy. So we had fun, and we just talked about cars and stuff like that. So.
If you guys haven't seen the show yet, make sure you guys.
Yeah.
tune in
Yeah,
and
on
watch it.
Netflix, the Tex-Mex Motors.
And there they show all El Paso too, man.
Órale.
All El Paso and Juarez, and you know.
I think
so-
I only watched the first episode, so.
Oh, you
I
gotta
watched
watch
a
it.
couple.
Yeah, so they're gonna have season 2 depending on how well it does. So
Dale, Joe, maybe we can audition.
I think it's confirmed, right? Like,
yeah, I'm not sure, but shout out to Scooter, man. He's an awesome guy, and I hope they do have season 2, and
Yeah. Maybe you can get a spot on
I
that.
know, man. I hope. I was like, hey, I'm a transmission guy, man. Yeah, man. He got my number, and as a matter of fact, we've been texting like every other day, like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? What are you doing, man? I invited him to our studio, and he was supposed to go this Saturday, but we were real busy doing some stuff with our music, so we didn't give him a call. But yeah, he's really cool, man. And again, he's another person that wants to put El Paso in the map.
Maybe we can invite him to the show. So, yes, Scooter, if you can, we'd love to have you on the show.
These are my buddy Scooter.
We're
Yeah.
really good buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take this shot because it's gonna get hot.
cheers.
Thank you, man. Híjole. Ahorita.
Cheers.
¿Te aventaste, Laura?
Again, thank you to Laura.
Woo, that was good.
Oh, thank you, Laura. Fire.
Fire. No, it's actually smooth.
Yeah, that's smooth.
Yes,
I mean, se me hace smooth.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's just the little after cheers. Like fire.
Now,
Ya se
now I'm
acaba.
awake. Now I'm awake.
Ah,
okay.
Ya se va a acabar el show. Ya quiero ver, Chris.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now you can
Anyway,
ask
thank you
Chris.
for stopping by. Ya se despertó, ahora sí estuvo.
Yeah, and support, guys. I mean, support this podcast. Support El Paso. Support every talent in El Paso. The only people that are gonna support El Paso, like I said, is gonna be us. We need to make people watch us and give us a like and just make everybody know that we're doing this for here. It's El Paso.
You know how I like to ask my guests to how the topic of this generation siempre it always comes up. What message can you guys give to the young generation that's coming up and maybe has a dream like what you guys are living now? ¿Qué consejo le pueden dar a los
Just
chavalillos?
find positive people, like-minded like yourselves, and work hard because persistence always pays off. If you want something, they can even look back. What did they want? Like an electric bike, or I don't know what they drive nowadays, the teenagers, but whatever you want, if you put your mind to it. I remember we used to cut grass, paint houses just to get concert tickets, and then we'd find just kind of just stay positive. Stay positive.
Don't second guess yourself. Just stay at it.
Yeah, and most of all, don't spend money on stupid shit, man. You know what I mean? Like us, as a band that we wanted to record our music, we don't go out to bars as much as we used to. You know, we'll go buy a bottle; it's a lot cheaper for us. You know, and then we'll just drink it in the studio and you know. But if you go to a bar every weekend, I mean, that's like $200-300 now, man. You
Yeah.
know, so
And how do you deal with your friends que digan, oh, este güey ya no quiere salir, like
it happens, man. I mean, I have a lot of people that I know that are like, ¿cómo eres mamón, güey? No, ya te crees muy rockstar. And like, no, dude, it's just that, you know.
you gotta set your priorities.
Yeah, your
you know?
priorities. And not only that, I mean, we have our families, you know, we have to pay our bills, you know, like right now I'm putting my daughter through college. Albert's putting his son through college. So all that is very expensive. So you have to like know what's important in life, and you have to like ground yourself to like, all right, I can't do this, I can't do that. You know, you know, you need to focus on what's important. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So no sé que no se agüiten los camaradas, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yo sí soy bien mamón, ese yo ni les contesto ya. Watch how you talking to me, you know, like.
You don't even know who you're talking to.
No, no te creas. No, no te creas.
Just find something you're passionate about. I mean, a lot of people, like, we stop telling people how much money we spend because they go, tan locos. But you know what? I could buy a car. I could buy whatever, but I ain't going to take it with me. But when I die, I have the memories of hanging out with these guys, and my music's going to transcend through generations when
Living
I'm
your
gone.
dream.
You know what? That's kind of like well, it's not one of the goals, pero like I've thought about it too. Que si un día mis grandkids or, you know, even my son, my daughters, they can go back to these videos y watchar lo que hago, you know, just a little memory también, you know.
Exactly.
The legend you left
not only
behind, yeah.
help,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
local talent y todo eso, pero
Yeah,
también una memoria para mis chavillos, you know, my
So-
grandkids and all
It's
that.
a memory, and it's
Yeah.
also like it's also history. too.
Simón.
like last weekend we went out, and then, you know, I have some of my musician friends that came up to me and goes, once in a while.
Once in a
like,
while.
Once in a while, yeah. Not all the time, but like maybe once every 2 months, you know, we'll pop out, you know what I mean?
Check out the local bands, and
Yeah.
that's fun.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
'Cause we try to support too, you know. And they'll come up to me and they're like, hey man, I'm doing an original too. And I'm like, well, cool, man, go for it, dude. You know, like, do it. Yeah, man. And then they're looking at me ugly, like, you know, like, what the hell, you know? you know.
Yeah.
But you know, we don't go out as much because we just, like I said, we want to ground ourselves to trying to record more of our music, making more videos, making more, you know, being more persistent on what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Dedicate yourself.
I guess
to it.
people don't realize, you know, how much time consuming projects
Yeah.
can be, you know.
Yeah, the dedication
The
it takes.
dedication it takes.
Yeah,
you
the
know.
and not the discipline. It's all about the discipline.
Discipline.
If you're
Yeah.
not disciplined, then let me tell you.
That's
that-
the right word.
Yeah, discipline. Yeah, discipline.
It's also if it meets a need that we have, and I think Chris and Bernie and I all have it. It's that need to constantly be creative. If we're not happy if we're not creating something. That's just how it is. That's why I'm very grateful for these guys, because it's hard to find. We've been in bands before, and it's and everybody's got lives, and you know, and it's hard to find people that have that
Your
same
tribe.
That discipline.
It's
Como
it's
dice.
It's a
like
tribe.
they
Yeah,
say,
this is
you
my
find
tribe right
yeah,
here.
you find your tribe. Yeah, when you find your tribe, you sky's the limit. You know, it really is.
Just showing up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Showing up to your practices, showing up to the studio, showing up, you know, for importing stuff like right now, you know. It's,
Going back to your question, I think like what he said, showing up. That's what I think we would say to the younger generation is just respect people's time, because
Wow,
that
yeah.
is
You know-
huge, and it's time becomes more valuable the older you get.
And part of it is just showing up, right?
Yeah, showing up.
And then the rest, like,
Well, show up with a smile. Even
Yeah.
even if you're faking it, show up with a smile.
yeah. And you know, we like this morning we went to a restaurant, and for example, we see these ladies running around, you know, the waitresses and pobrecitas, man, they were even getting our order wrong because, you know, a lot of the people didn't show up to work. A lot of younger people didn't show up to
Oh
work.
my God, I know all about
So,
that.
you know, this lady, you know, I go, hey, man. And she goes, I'm sorry, I didn't give you your hash browns. And we're like, no, we understand. He goes, it's because 3 girls didn't show up to work.
Yeah.
Hey,
And,
that's lo mismo pregunté yo en Walmart.
see,
Le digo, hey, ¿qué rollo, güey? One of the,
Uh-huh.
you know, I guess managers or team leaders or whatever. Dije, hey, qué rollo, güey. Open some fucking registers. I don't want to charge myself, man.
See, yeah.
That's what he told me. We don't have employees.
Yeah.
These
See,
young guys don't show up.
You know what? I work for a staffing. I'm an HR manager for a staffing agency, and I cater only to one client. And let me tell you guys, my job is hard because most of the people I put my ad out there on Indeed, on Monster, and all that, and they don't show up, or they'll apply. I'll call them, and they don't even show up for the interview. Number one. Then and if they do, I can get them through the door. They'll show up for the first week, y luego ya I hired somebody the week before 4th of July, and I already knew Monday. Of course, I got 3 to 4 calls. Oh, and they make up all these lies. I'm like, bro, I know you're not coming in because you're probably ruidoso, andas allá, whatever.
Dormido.
Yeah, exactly. or just sleeping because you were partying or whatever. But yes, so I hesitate to hire the younger generation when sometimes from a resume, you're not supposed to do that, but you can see kind of the age. I'm looking for somebody older, like in our generation, because we're workhorses. That's how we were brought up. You're gonna do something, dedicate yourself to it, and you're gonna do it. And que no, you don't like it. No, finish what you started. Finish what you started.
Exactly, and that's the way it is in the band too. Finish what you started, and we always finish what we start. And like I said, thank God for Albert. He's a big time generation, man.
Pusher.
He's a pusher.
He's a pusher, man.
Pongo la canción de Narcos.
Sí,
Okay?
pusher. ¿Dónde están los lineazos?
Ay, güey.
No, it's, for the younger generation, man. Just make if you have a job, follow through, and remember that people rely on you, man. I felt really bad for these ladies at this restaurant because those ladies were relying on those 3 girls to show up. And let me tell you, las tres estaban, they were sweating, man. And she felt so bad because she didn't give my wife her hash browns. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay, man. I understand because, these other girls didn't show up. But yeah, for the for the younger generation.
The younger.
The younger.
Ya me pegó el pinche shot.
Ándale y decía, no.
Is this Mexican, man?
Yeah.
Because I'm talking like one.
These younger
A mí se me hace
generation.
que te tragaste el gusano.
No, pinche gusano. No, yeah, for the younger generation, show up to work. Don't let people wait on you, man. And if you want to do something in life, don't quit on it, man. Don't be a quitter. Remember that everything you do in life is your fucking name, man. Take care of your name. Because once you ruin your name, that's it. Yeah. You don't have nothing but your name. If you quit a job and they say, ese vato el Jorge no llegó al jale, no, don't hire him, man. Because este vato no vale madre.
You definitely want to leave doors open
Exactly.
everywhere you go.
Put
Don't
your
burn
2 weeks
bridges.
notice. Put your 2 weeks notice and say, you know what, I have family issues or whatever, or quiero dormir those 2 weeks, and so. But always leave with the door open. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's my thing. Okay. Yeah. Ya hablé mucho, eh. Ya se me secó la boca. I need another shot.
Own refill. Get a refill? Own refill? Who can help us out? Ahí está la soda.
More nender.
Is that
Ah,
cool?
pero necesitamos
Is that
hielito.
you? No, I'm good.
Sorry. Go to commercial.
Yeah. Got it? All right. We're back. We had to take a little break to get
drinking
refills. Not on Facebook, pero en el otro for our YouTube video. Okay, continue.
Continue.
You may proceed.
Oh, wait, what were the questions you were going to ask? You were going to ask a
I don't know,
Ask away.
viewers.
A ver,
Laura.
the viewers. The viewers had some questions.
Está listo. So, you know what, guys? I study people, ¿verdad? Siempre.
Uh-oh.
Oh. The psychology's coming in.
Don't study us.
I'm seeing a very similar vibe with all of us. And somebody was saying, y'all grew up in the lower valley like we did, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Is that where our roots, our humbleness come from? Because I'm seeing you guys, I'm connecting with you guys. Something you said earlier, I'm like, oh, soy bien llorona. Soy bien
A ver,
llorona.
what did I say that got to you?
Ugh.
A ver, dime.
Porque se encerró.
No.
Albert?
Just like what you were saying about your dad. Like, si lo vas a hacer bien, and we need to continue with that. So,
Yeah.
y'all said earlier, I don't know if we got it on tape, pero Lower Valley todos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think that that makes us different because we grew up so humble, we grew up poor?
I think so.
¿Verdad que sí?
I think we appreciate any type of struggle because we've seen the reward. We've celebrated with our families when our dad got the raise, when he worked hard and
I
did the
think-
overtime, when our mom, just got lucky and got like those gold bond stamps and got crazy stuff like that, like little
Remember the gold
rewards.
bond stamps?
Wow,
We
I had
cashed
to do
them in
that
for our
time.
Christmas gifts.
Man,
See,
how
I
old
was-
are you?
Are you all too young
Dingo.
for the gold bond stamps? Because we had
Half a century.
stamps.
Yeah.
And in
Apps
August,
in
I'll
the
be
closet.
50.
I think you have to struggle to appreciate life more, and I think this new generation of these new kids, because of our struggle, we don't make them struggle. So they don't appreciate as much.
Siempre crecimos con eso de
Sí.
Yes.
you know what? When I grow up and I have my kids, I'm going to give them everything.
Yeah.
See.
And that's
Fuck
what we were
it.
talking about. You were even saying
Yeah.
yourself that you were guilty of
Yeah.
that yourself.
But it's a good and a bad, Yeah, it's good that we're giving them everything they need and they want, but at the same time, they don't appreciate
I mean, they have
life
to,
like
they
the way
have to
we
know
do.
Yes, yes.
You're not always gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
I try hard to raise my kids like way my kids still pull weeds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have like $100. They have more money sometimes than I do from birthdays and stuff. And but you know what? I still make them go to grandma's house and you're gonna pull weeds. And she is like, I make them work in the sun and I tell them, hey, this is real work. And then but this is why you gotta go to school. This is why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I try to give them a little bit. I mean, I'm not the favorite, of course, for
Yeah.
doing that. But like
I'm
my
called
wife-
an asshole at the house.
yeah. I think every father has that.
Yeah.
That's our middle name, right? And the bad part is that they, like you said, they didn't grow up like we did. If you say something as a father, man, that stuff's like in granite. Like you'll never live that down. Like if you say something bad or negative, they'll always make sure that you
Yeah,
keep
they
that. But
yeah.
they're a little bit more sensitive.
And I think Lara would agree with me this because you're a social worker and you would know. But I think when there's a family where there is a father figure and the kids grow up with that, they're different. They're a little bit different than when they grew up just with mom and no dad.
You know
Is
what,
that
we,
true?
We just went to the Pebble Hills High School graduation with my godson. The top 20, 18 of them still had the parents together.
Both
Only
parents.
2 didn't, and who knows the circumstances. But to me, that made a huge difference as I was analyzing and seeing. And these are kids, top 20%. Only two families were, broken, whatever. Maybe not broken. Who knows what the circumstances are? But that's saying a lot to us, And when we do our chronicles, these are the topics that we're going to discuss. How do we keep marriages together? You said
25 years,
No,
right?
25 years, yeah.
25 years. That's unheard
together.
of.
Yeah.
Man, and we'd love to know the secret. And we discussed it last week.
23.
How long have
23.
you and Esther
Go
been
ahead.
married?
Y a huevo. A huevo.
Me and Esther have been
No
together.
porque quiero.
We've been together for over 15 years. Well, 16 now. And we've been married for, 10 years already, yeah.
Get it right, bro.
But,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
Get it
yeah.
right.
No, well, actually, I was going to say 12, but,
And you, Chris, how long have you been married?
19.
Yeah, ves. So it makes a
Yeah.
difference. It makes a difference because I'm pretty sure I met your kids. I haven't met your all's children's, but I mean it does make a difference when you guys are involved in their lives and everything. They grow up different. They grow up so differently when you teach them to respect your elders. We get that. Social media I think makes a lot of these kids brave. And they start posting, and I'm telling you because I've been disrespected so much on social media by the younger generation. And it's like, didn't your mom ever teach you like anything? Because I know that I've taught I was a single mom for many years, and my kids, gracias a Dios, nunca me dieron problema because I had to play mom and dad. and I was strict on them, and I feel sometimes that I was too strict. And growing up, when I saw them growing up, I was like, man, I should be more lenient towards them and everything. But now that I see them, how they all have their bachelor's degree and they're dedicated, and no man hecho bolita, they're so much involved in their careers, and I thought, oh, then I feel good about that, and
you
and
did your
they never my kids never complain, that I was always like, yo les decía la neta, I wouldn't be like, oh, mijo, clean your room. Yeah, you better fucking clean your room when I get back, because I don't want to hear shit, because I'm gonna be tired. And yes, mom,
Ay, güey, I want to clean my room now.
Yeah.
Ay, güey, ya también. Ya me iba a levantar.
Oh,
Vamos,
shit.
let's go. So and because I had to
Yeah. Hey, ¿qué pasó con el bra que nos aventaron?
Ay, no. Ando
No,
limpiando los
calzón,
muebles.
Es el calzón, es el calzón.
Tenemos una pregunta del audience. ¿Listo?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, sí.
I don't know.
So Ms. B. Uranga, she wants to know who's your musical influence in the band.
Oh, good question.
Question, keep them coming.
So many of them. To me, it's The Doors, Slayer, Sepultura. My main band, and I think that inspires me a lot, is AC/DC. I love AC/DC, man. And if you hear some of our music, I mean, you can tell like the background of everybody. Yeah, Albert.
I would say Iron Maiden, Motley Crue, and Sepultura. If you've heard those bands and you've heard the guitar and how the bass and the drums just like, and the guitar just, those syncopated rhythms, and that's workout music. It's music to do anything. It motivates you. It made me get up in the morning when I didn't want to go to work. It made me happy when I was like, it just filled my soul. I love heavy, hard-hitting beats.
For me, at my youngest years, it was the Beatles and Kiss. And then later on, it was like Ozzy and all the 80s heavy metal. So punk rock, too. I'm a big fan of punk rock.
Yes, and you can tell in his bass playing, he's very punkish. And I think that's what makes him an amazing bass player, man. He's
Like, who's one of your
very groovy.
favorite punk bands?
Misfits,
Oh, I have a
we
feeling you're going to
love
say
the
that.
Misfits.
Ramones,
yeah.
Circle Jerks.
Para mí, I didn't get to answer. Para mí, Conjunto Primavera.
Conjunto Primavera.
Con Nacho Galindo.
And let me tell you one thing. Building transmissions at a young age with my dad, a lot of my leads, I do a lot of quinto in my leads. It's because I grew up with my dad with those dandies and those panchos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, a lot of the Mexican heritage it's
You
in
can-
me,
you
man,
can-
you
yeah.
know? Because I remember at a young age, working on vehicles and working on transmissions. My dad would blast the panchos and those dandies and, Ramon Ayala and everything. And all that stays with you, man. It's what you're saying about the Lower Valley. I mean,
Yeah.
yes. I mean,
You can hear it in.
yeah, and if you hear my leads, I do a lot of like, and it's a lot of.
¿Cómo?
Hold on, let me get up.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's a lot of that, what you grew up with.
You're hardwired like that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So,
Nice.
we might not realize it, but it's ingrained in us, like the sounds of the Lower Valley, the
Yeah.
lowriders, the culture.
And especially you, Chris, that you grew up with your dad playing Mexican music. I mean, a lot of his bass playing is very groovy, man. It's like.
So your dad played in a band, and you guys would play like at quinces, at shows, or where would you guys play?
Yeah, weddings, quinceañeras.
Oh, yeah. So you were really with the raza, yeah.
Tejano,
Hey.
and cumbias, all that good stuff.
Yo me acuerdo que iba así a las quinceañeras y íbamos y nos robábamos la beer del barril.
Del barril.
Vámonos.
Agarrabas pura espuma, ¿qué?
Simón. I don't know, but it fucked us up, That was my...
I remember at a young age being at a quinceañera, and I was like about 12 years old, and I was doing that. I was stealing the beer, and I remember looking at the stars, and I just blacked out, man. And when I woke up the next morning, I was already in my bed, and my dad was like, "Ándale, cabrón, ¿quieres más? ¿Quieres?" I was like, I'm like throwing up my guts.
Yeah, but those quinceañeras were the best, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It was.
I mean,
The first time
íbamos
we got
y...
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Snell family is sending you a shout out. So how do you
The
go
smell.
about writing your songs? Like, what inspires you? And I know you said bipolar, but what else motivates you guys?
It's life experiences, but it's not only it's the life experiences, the people that we care about. Like like it could just be something that happened. The other one time, a guy who was doing our videos at the time, he's getting divorced, and he asked me and Bernie to help him, like move and stuff, and just little stories like that, like things happen, and you end up like I don't know. We get inspired by some not just things that happen to us, but to other people. You know what I mean? Billy the Kid was Chris's.
You know,
I liked his idea because it's from El Paso. I'm glad he didn't pick like Chupacabras or La Llorona.
La Llorona.
but Billy the Kid, I mean, this is the only place in the world where we had gunfighters. And this was called the Wild Wild West. Too wilds to describe
Texas,
it.
New Mexico. This was
People used to go to Juarez to be safe. This is like this only happened here.
to
So
escape the law, right? That's where
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
this was Sin City.
Yeah.
Ahí
before
está la
Vegas.
canción de Johnny Cash. He mentions that he was in Juarez, Mexico.
I was gonna say, Chris got inspired. One of the times that we were at Pistoleros, we were over there eating, and he was very quiet, and he starts writing, and I'm like, "What are you doing, bro?" Oh, hold on. And I'm like, "All right." So we just let him be, and he wrote the song "Billy the Kid."
You know,
Wow.
just the area, like the jail in Sanelli, and then you realize that Billy the Kid was once held there, and
Yeah.
Messia, old Messia, and
Yeah.
so it's just something that came out.
That
Yeah.
inspired you.
It
to do
inspired
that.
him to write.
So did you do the whole vocals by yourself? The whole song?
They did backups, and so
Wow. Mira nomás.
Me. Yeah. No.
It's a lot of fun. Plus, you get to meet new people that are passionate. Like Six Guns, Shady Ladies. Those guys are passionate. They've been doing. This
I know.
forever.
I love to see their shows. And are they the ones that come out to Sanelli as well to do them there?
Sanelli
Or just
has-
the Concordia?
They do the Concordia, and then there's
Okay.
another
A group.
group that there's a lot of groups. I met a lot of people at the gun shows. That's when we started we had to do research on the video, and then we become more informed on like, wow, we.
But these guys go all out, man. They're like hardcore.
You know what? We had I took my kids on a call it a staycation one summer, and I said, there's so much to do here in El Paso that we don't even know about, and I called it
That's
a staycation, and I took them to all the places here in El Paso, and it was nice because I got to sleep in my bed every night. but for that week, like we went out to somewhere different in El Paso, and a lot of people don't.
And that's what we're talking about too. They're saying a lot of people say, "Ay, no hay nada que hacer en El Paso." Well, first of all, do you know the history of El Paso? There's a lot of things to see.
There's a lot of
do-
history.
Yeah, and a lot of places
history.
to see, to hike, and está bonito El Paso. But then most of those people that say that are the ones that don't go out. That go from bar to bar. Like, no,
Hey,
there's a lot of things.
Pancho Villa was here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and all of that stuff that goes on like in downtown, or that hotel where he would eat ice cream. It used to be like an ice cream parlor. Y ahí se la mantenía Pancho Villa, yeah. And outside of the building, they have that picture where he's there at the ice cream parlor. I did one of those ghost hunts one of the times, and I went just for the history.
Have you ever been to the ghost hunt in Sanelli?
I have.
Oh, really?
I could tell you a whole story about that, but
Al Borrego, I know him. Y me dijo, dude,
yes,
if you want to get scared,
yes,
do it.
those things.
I don't look
really,
for ghosts, man.
No, they
No.
really do talk to you
know.
because
No, I don't look for them because they followed me home one time, and my mother was at the Altai Hospital, the one under the star.
oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, man! So many
Pero
things
sí
happened
cierto
there.
eso.
Oh
Really?
yeah, so many.
Yeah,
things
they
Yo
do.
una vez llegué con hickeys y todo y le
Ah,
dije,
cabrón.
y que fue un pinche ghost.
Ah, güey, no
Yeah.
te
Y
la
no,
ghost.
y no me creía.
No me creía.
No me
Linda.
creía, pero
Ay,
you can
Linda.
attest
También los
que
ghosts
sí
están
cierto,
horny.
right? Sí cierto, right?
Sí, no, sí,
Sí.
no, no.
Ah.
No.
Los
Para que no
rasguños
te
en la
enojes.
espalda, ¿verdad?
Sí. Y yo le decía, fue un pinche ghost. Y no me
No,
creía.
Y
and
no
then-
creía.
And then, and of course, Kick Stands Up. Kick Stands Up is
Oh, yeah.
bikers. Actually, my friend Pete that passed away. He was an awesome
May he
guy.
rest in peace.
Yes, he did that picture for us, that photo. a couple of weeks before he passed away. So it's a pretty sad story. So that will live on forever, man. I love Pete very much, and his wife and his kids. We grew up together since we were in high school. But kickstands up is about bikers. Get your kickstands up. Let's go. Because we're all bikers, right?
Yeah, we're all
Right.
bikers.
Yeah. So it inspired me to kind of start writing that song, and then all three of us, we put our writing into that song. But yeah, that song means a lot to me. Every time I hear it or see the video on it, you'll see Mesilla, you'll see El Paso, you'll see like a lot of places, that bikers actually go
Right.
to and ride.
Yeah.
But at the end, you'll see in the video that it's actually for my friend that passed away. You'll
Yes.
see the last picture, So yeah, yeah, it's just a lot of things inspire us in El Paso, man.
Okay. Is there any more questions?
So we have a question for you from your primo,
Ándale.
el Alex Rubio.
Oh, okay. My primo. Okay.
She did it. Oh,
How
sorry.
We're talking about humbleness, and he's saying you do a really good job on getting people's jobs, and he wants to know, like, I guess he works for Applebee's, and he wants to know why our generation is showing up and just standing around. Like, how we all were talking, like, we
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
for this. So why are these people getting hired, young people, and just standing around?
I guess because you give them a chance, no?
Yeah. Number one is that, and I guess because when they are hired on, like me, I literally, when I hire younger generation and they're sitting in front of me and we're doing the paperwork, I literally tell them how it is. Hey, this is you're going to start off as a temp, but it's up to you to make it a permanent position. It's what you put into it. I can't decide for you. So it's just like I can't decide if you or the company is going to make you permanent. You decide that. And it's the same thing cuando digo, yo no corro la gente, la gente se corre sola. So I tell them, I'm not going to fire you. You fire yourself because it's what you put into it, how hard you work into it. Are you missing work? Are you getting there on time? Are you just standing around, or are you using your time wisely?
I think they don't realize that being a temp is actually an opportunity to get hired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know what it is, Alex, is that a lot of these younger kids live with mom and dad. They don't know what it's like to pay a mortgage. They don't know what it's like to pay their vehicle because the vehicles were given to them from mom and dad, and they don't really have responsibility. So they just think, pues no voy. If I don't make the money, pues mom and dad's still here. They don't know the struggle of that. And it has a lot to do with the parenting, because we pay all their bills, we pay their cell phone. Well, guess what? Like, in my case, as soon as they turned 18, my kids knew, I'm done. I'm cutting you off. You're paying your own phone. You're paying your own insurance, and you're paying the car.
And wipe your own ass.
Yeah, and wiping your own ass. Exactly. You know what I mean? And it has to do with that. And it makes them responsible. It really did. It made my kids all went through college, had part-time jobs, and still paid for their own cell phones, their own cars, and their insurance, and whatever necessities they wanted. Ellos no me pedían. It was very seldom here and there that they asked me, Mom, whatever. But, hey, you don't have money? Pues ándale, chingale, pero ahí andas comprando eso. Nope, I don't know anything about that. And it makes them responsible. And I think that's where I think we as parents go wrong. We want to give them everything. We shelter them. Y que ahí está el carro y ahí están las llaves. No, you want it, you work for it. You don't have gas? Pues a ver cómo le haces. Te vas caminando al jale. Or go and cut some grass. Mira, the neighbor has grass to cut. Go and ask. Make them work and make them earn their living. And they understand that, and they know that it also transfers onto a job. Like I would tell them at home, hey, limpia eso. You didn't do it right. Do it again. No, do it again. You know what? Because in a real job, that's how it's going to be. They're going to tell you that. And if I'm...
Chingale.
Yeah, chingale.
Chingale.
And now and you know what we get a lot, Laura, is that a lot of the times that, like in my job, se ponen llorones. She's yelling at me, or she's talking to me hard and all that.
My
It's like,
feelings are
yeah,
hurt.
my feelings are hurt. And I'm like, oh, come on.
I go through that
because
every
nobody
freaking
talks
day,
to them. You know what I
man.
mean? Nobody better roast your kids than us. Roast them at home. Get them used to it. Build their tough skin. So when the bosses are telling them and cracking the whip, hey, they're not being they know what it's like. And let me tell you, I had an experience, a really hard experience on 4th of July. I ran the fireworks stand that I was doing. Um, and me and my kids, my 3 kids, did it by ourselves. And it was not easy. It was chinga. It was a lot of chinga. It was they delivered 4 crates and we unloaded them. We put out the stuff and we sold. We were there taking turns. Who's gonna go? Well, one goes to the bathroom, one goes to and they knew and I did not have to tell them how to do it. They knew. They knew and they were doing it chinga. And then we had to pack up whatever was left and take it to the warehouse. Let me tell you, we packed up about 3 crates in my truck. Me and my son alone, nomás, both of us, we showed up to the warehouse in Chaparral. There was 4 teenagers. I want to say no older than 23, no younger than 17. They were sitting around. They never even asked us, can we help you? The temperature outside was 104 degrees. My son and I were unloading all those boxes into the warehouse by hand. They didn't even have a dolly or anything. But none of them reached out to say, hey, can I help you? No, they were sitting around and the fan. They were sitting around in a fan and they were literally putting their pelotas, their testicles. I'm sweating. And they were putting, and they didn't care that me and my son were doing all that by ourselves. And that has come from parenting. Because I tell my kids, hey, ábrale la puerta, se cayó eso, levántalo. It doesn't matter, you didn't do it, pick it up. And it comes from parenting. These kids were there, estaban en sus Instagram, being like a little players. And I'm like, and then my son was, rapping. My son has been a picker-packer in a warehouse. So we still had to put the crates together, build the crates, and wrap them and label them. Like if we worked there. And those kids were sitting, and then I told my son, we were wrapping them, and I said, don't you dare ever raise kids like that. Don't you dare raise kids like that. I said, because I'll make sure that they're not like that. I said, estos niños no saben qué es trabajar duro. And I was saying it loud. I didn't care that they were hearing me. They didn't care either that I was saying.
They don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit. And that's, again, they were sitting around, and they were getting paid by their, ponle que no le estaban pagando más que minimum. But that's not the point. The point is, you know what? You see someone struggling? Hey, let me reach out a hand. Let me help you with that. Let me open the door. I do come across teenagers or younger generation that I'm coming through and they open the door for me. And I'm like, thank you, mijo. Thank you very much. And I make sure I acknowledge them because they need to know that they're doing something positive as well.
It's not that many of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys ready for another question?
Estoy casado. Just in case that's the next question.
Yo estoy
I
capado.
am married.
Oye, yo estoy capado.
Estás capado.
Hey, you forgot to say happily married.
Oh, happily
We have
married.
some comments, and yes, Michelle says people feel entitled these days. And then a question to the band, What is it about music that makes you feel passionate? From Miss B. Uranga. Gracias, B.
Gracias, B.
Gracias, B.
Thank you, B.
Music can make a tough time go by easier. Like it can make the day go by faster. Everything's like nicer with music, right? Like
It's a gift from God, I think, the ability to create music. We all have gifts, and I think I'm grateful to God that I found my gift at an early age and that I found the right people to do it with.
and just listening to music, it lifts you up. So
And all you guys are self-taught?
I'm self-taught, yeah.
Wow. See, and that's amazing. That's even more amazing because that is true talent when you're self-taught
I
and you're
too.
not.
Me too, I'm self-taught.
You too. I started learning at the age of 15. My dad had sold a transmission, and the guy didn't have enough money to pay. So he gave him a Gibson guitar with a little Gorilla amp, I remember, and a bunch of guns. And, I looked at the guitar, and I was like, I never knew that I was going to be a guitar player. So I grabbed it. I was bored at the shop, at the time. He owned a wrecking yard, a salvage yard. So I just started jamming on it. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, shit, this is cool. I like this. So I started jamming. And when I started jamming with Albert, I was still not that good. and he was trying to get me in his band, and the guys were laughing at me.
Why?
Yeah, they were
'Cause
laughing
you weren't that good?
because I sucked. So they laughed at me, and I had
Ah. So
shitty
tenías la,
equipment.
la Gibson.
Yeah, I still
See?
have it.
You shut up.
I had thrown
Oh,
it in the
shit.
I had thrown it in the trash because it was all broken. And little did I know, little Miss Esther, my wife,
Yay,
grabs it from the
Esther.
trash and send it to get it rebuilt.
Ay, Esther.
So,
Eres un dulce girl.
Have you ever played un gig o algo con esa guitarra?
No, because it's so fragile.
Órale.
It's a
Do you have it up somewhere? in your
I
house?
have it up in my studio. It's a 1949 Gibson. It kind of looks like the one from AC/DC.
Good for
Órale.
you.
So
Qué
it's
buena.
it's worth some money, but it's just hanging there. I'm afraid to even like.
¿Y el Gorilla Amp todavía también lo tienes?
The Gorilla amp, I got lost a long time ago. I don't want to get into that, but it got burnt. Anyways.
La bipolar. Una la bipolar.
Bipolar X, yeah. Anyways, I've been married twice, and this is my third marriage, and I'm happily married. So, but the first one, sí, híjole, me quemó muchas cosas. Pero yeah, I'm just gonna shut up about that because I can keep on going and going. But and that's too negative.
It's all positive here. Positive
But
vibes.
It's positive vibes, yeah. But anyways, yeah, and that's the way I started playing guitar, man, just by playing on that.
I was in a cover band, but since Bernie wasn't really he couldn't play covers yet, but what he was coming up with was really unique, and I was like, wow, you're coming up, that's your own stuff. And so I told him, hey man, because they were kind of like being weird with him, so I said, man, don't worry about it, just brush it off, we'll start our own band. And we did, and it was one of our first bands.
You're
called,
ride or die.
it was called Milk Fat.
Milk Fat.
Yeah, it was came up with a name because it was like a joke. What you want?
Do we want to know?
Do you want to know the joke?
Yeah.
How do you make 5 pounds of fat look good? Because I know everybody's got like a 5 pounds that they can get rid of, right? So
Or more.
How do you
Or
make
more, yeah.
How do you make 5 pounds of fat look good? You put
Alcohol.
You put a nipple on it.
Oh my God. 5
Este loco.
milk fat.
Pues sí, that's why he called it milk fat, so.
It comes in all sizes.
Yes.
I'm
Y a
gonna put a
veces,
nipple in my
y a veces
picture.
tienen
Oye, Salvador, ¿y
6.
por qué me estás viendo a mí?
Oye, y a veces tienen 6.
Ay, cabrón. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, it just depends on the dog. Yeah, but yeah, and that's how me and Albert started being really good friends because he gave me a chance. He's like, you know what, the hell with these guys, we're being assholes with you, man. So you know what, we're gonna start our own band. I'm like, oh shit, cool, man, I love you.
That's cool. That's a cool story.
That's a history story.
Yeah, and now you know that you built that trust and that bond together, so you know this guy's got your back for sure.
And not only that, our his son and my daughter are like gonna get married one day. So they've been
Yes, I
dating.
did see
Padres
that.
ahora.
That's cute.
Ya estamos compadres para acabar de chingar. And we would joke about it when they were kids. We were like, estos se van a casar. And now look, yeah.
A mí me caía gordo, bro, que dijeran eso.
Sí.
Oye, mira, mi hijo para tu hija. Y lo,
I'm sorry.
bueno, pero babies, que decían así.
Sí.
Oh,
Yeah,
mira,
we-
mi hijo
You're
pa'
all
tu hija."
protective of that.
we never thought it was actually going to happen. But you know what? They're both very smart kids.
And they're
both,
so cute together.
they're both in college, man. And let me tell you, man, those kids are going to make a shitload of money, man. They're so smart for their own good,
But they complement each other, huh?
Yeah,
They
and,
do.
and at least we know the parents.
yeah.
Yeah, but me and Albert have been brothers for a very long time, man. Yeah, I see him like a
man.
brother. Yeah. So
Yeah.
and now Chris too, man. He's our other little brother over here. What's going on?
0128. Ya se lo saben.
Ya se lo saben todos.
Yeah.
What's your bank account number? Social Security, please.
¿Cuáles son los last four?
Yeah. Visa or MasterCard. See. No, well, this is an awesome broadcast, and I'm glad you guys invited
Again,
us.
thank you.
Is
Thank
it
you
still
for
on?
being here.
Is it still on there? It cut off, huh?
Pues se acabó.
You're
But we're
going.
st-
It's going live again. Or what? Okay, so just go hit the bottom part where it says. It should say
right?
Nah, we won't edit this one.
No, because they were asking the questions from there,
Oh, so
from Facebook.
we're done.
Let's see.
We're here. We're live here.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
live
Live
here.
here,
There we
so-
go. No, we're gonna continue making good music, and we're gonna continue doing videos. This ain't gonna stop. We're focused on a lot of people ask us like, how come you guys haven't been playing anywhere? And we're like, well, we need to finish what we started.
And that
you
was
know?
my next question.
Mhm.
Are you guys gonna play anywhere out of El Paso that you guys are booked to play anywhere, like at the casinos or anything like that?
We've gotten a lot of calls like from Viva Radio to go to Europe. And
Vámonos.
vámonos.
No, ya se apuntó. Ya se
Pero-
Hey,
apuntó.
bodyguard o algo, you know.
Oh, yes. Pero
I'll carry the pennies.
right now what we're focused on is just finishing the second album, you know what I mean, and finishing the videos.
Once we got the record
There you
done, then we can
There you
start thinking about promoting it and playing out.
Yeah, but we will play, and that's another thing that a lot of people are asking, how come you guys haven't played
Perfect.
in El Paso? And we played once at Paulina's. We did our video for Kickstands Up,
Okay.
and it was awesome, man. I mean, it was super packed. Everybody was super happy and super cool with us, man. It was awesome. That's about the only show that we've done, and you know, that has been for us. But we're planning something big. As soon as we finish that second album, we will plan something big. You know what I mean?
Don't forget about the little guys.
Oh
Let's
no,
see.
you guys are little guys, man. You guys are in the
Mira,
same
te
page
está
as well.
ofendiendo.
No.
Or are you calling me fat?
No. Plus,
It's constructive
there's
criticism.
more of you to love. Así le digo a mi wife, there's more of me to love, man. No, we you know, we want to throw a nice kick-ass show, but when we're ready to do it, and everything takes time and production takes time. You know, if we're gonna do a good show, we're gonna do a good show. We plan it all out. You know.
It'll be like a CD release party or something.
Órale.
Yeah.
We'll
So
have enough material.
VIP,
We'll have it.
VIP,
Oh, you got great.
VIP.
Our VIP room, yeah, you definitely guys. But we don't want to open. We want to headline. So we need more.
Absolutely, shoot
more
for the stars.
material.
Yeah.
And like the first CD is like probably under an hour. So we need at least the full 2 hours. So that's our goal.
yeah.
And just to be clear, whatever you guys need to promote or you siempre tienen las puertas abiertas aquí.
Oh,
con
thank you,
nosotros,
man.
brother.
Thank you. I
Definitely.
appreciate
or
that.
just send us whatever you want us to do,
Yeah.
and we'll share it. Like I'll share my stuff on my page. And
Same goes
yeah.
for you guys, man. You know, same goes for you guys. You know, I'll get your number right now, and you know, let me know. And same goes. We just gotta help each other out in El Paso, like we
Oh, yeah.
like we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
man.
and we all gotta stay humble, and we all gotta just focus on what we love. You know, this is what you love, and this is what we love, and you know, we wish everybody in El Paso would just push each other, man. You know, push each other out there. You know.
It's a great city. Like, I mean, there's lots to do here. People just gotta go out and look for it. You know.
Yeah.
And if you've been anywhere else in the country, you know that we live like kings, man. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
the best Mexican food, the best houses, cost of
The
living.
best weather,
Even
too,
though
man.
it's going up, we still have the best cost of living.
Yeah.
We live like kings, man.
yeah, because now the Californians are headed our way. Huh? So
There's
a lot of
there's a lot of
people
people.
from California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a friend that sold his house over there and bought 3 here in El Paso.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, because
Yeah.
the cost of living has gone up crazily up there. That I know when I was in the market after my divorce, and I was in the market of looking for a house, I couldn't get a house because they were overbidding. They were paying cash. I was like, darn it! And I would look for another one. I'm like, hey, this one. They're like, nope, they made a cash offer. I was like, darn it! And she told me the real estate agent is Sylvia Berumen. Shout out to Sylvia. She told me it's because they're coming from California and they sold. Pueden comprar 3 casas. So what they're doing is they're buying one, buying the second one, renting that one out, and lo que les queda, they're just living it up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
It's
dang.
business, man.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's
Texas,
a lot of
yeah.
business. And
Plus, Plus, we have great weather. Aunque está caliente, we do have good weather.
Pues ahorita, cabrón.
Está planchando el diablo.
No, hombre. Se está echando pedos el diablo porque hijo de su
Oye,
madre.
yeah, we need to tell God that, we're done. We're falling off the bone. ¿verdad? Ya está.
I hate summers, man. I do. I'm miserable in the summer. I'm a summer kid. Well, our birthdays are the same,
Yeah,
right?
I know. Same day.
Same day,
Same
huh?
day.
Yeah, our parents call each other.
Yeah,
actually.
I know. Exactly.
Hey, I'm gonna bone, and all right, yeah, it's just, it's great to be here in El Paso, man. I love it here, man. And
I think if when our music takes off, I think I'm still gonna have my roots here, man. Because we've been to other places around the country, and I mean it's just home is home.
I like to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, home is home.
It's
And I
good.
mean, I might move. I might have a better house, but it'll probably be like a place in Clint, like night.
And then,
with
of
some
course, definitely
horses or
come back
something.
and do stuff for your community. Like,
You-
like that kid, who is that, Khalid or something, that he went, and he comes and he donates a lot of stuff to a lot of the charities and stuff. And he doesn't forget, he
También
writes
el de
stuff
los
about
Packers,
music.
¿no?
¿Cuál?
El de los
Oh,
Packers.
Aaron Jones,
Aaron
yeah.
Jones
There
también
you
viene
go.
seguido. And he
Really?
stuff,
I didn't know
yeah.
he was from here.
Yeah.
Oh, I know there's even like
I mean, fuck
baseball.
the Packers, pero
Yeah.
he does a
Baseball
lot.
stars.
he
I'm
does
not
a
a
lot-
football fan, and I still
Yeah,
know that guy
okay.
lives here.
He does
Okay.
a lot. He does a lot in El Paso.
Yeah.
He went to.
Además,
Burgess.
he was recently here for one of the games for the Chihuahuas.
Hey,
Oh,
but
that's cool.
wasn't one of the guys from Molly Crew from
Yeah,
Nikki Sixx? He was
lived here.
originally from El Paso. That's right. I forgot about that. And he was looking for his friend. Remember?
Juan.
Yeah, Juan.
Juan
I
in a
went-
million.
Juan in
There's
a
a lot of
million.
Juans
I
in-
know. And then he posted the picture. Pues parece como el primo de todos.
¿Cómo te llamas, Juan?
Juan.
¿Y tú? María.
Yeah.
Hay muchas Marías y Juan y Jesús.
Jesús,
y
yeah.
Josés.
Josés, yeah. A lot of them, man. And what else?
What's the most common?
Rosita. And,
Rosita.
and, yeah. Yeah. No, El Paso is very great, man. And I think that we all need to push each other here, man. And I've told a lot of people here, like other musicians, like, yeah, man, push your music. And they're like, well, yeah, man, but how do you do it? And I go, just like everybody, man, just to put a like on it and put your band out there and
Yeah, put yourself out there. Keep yourself open for anybody, not just like, well, that guy's not gonna like me, or what is that guy about? Everything can help you out. Like you said,
Yeah.
you might play rock, but doesn't mean you're not gonna put the like on the one who plays requinto,
Yeah.
or whatever. It's all in the same. You never know who you're gonna meet, networking throughout, and like you said, be humble.
we're all from the same ganga of El Paso, man.
See? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Loco.
Y todos se
and-
conocen, ¿verdad?
Same
Paso,
hood.
and yeah, my wife hates it because I go to any place to eat and ¿qué pasó, pinche Bernie? And it's like, hey, what's up? And she's like, I can never take you anywhere. We can never have a romantic night with each other. And I'm like, sorry, man,
Esther, it's gonna get worse.
or sometimes we'll be having a drink together and be romantic, and then like, hey, man, let me buy you a drink. Hey, ¿qué pasó? And they'll sit there with us and for the whole night, and I'm like,
And you know what? El Paso's a big city, but it's got a small town vibe. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody knows
everybody knows everybody, man. So
Es cuando sale. It's a
don't cheat
small
on the
world.
wives because you're gonna find out, man.
Oh yeah. I
Va a
saw
ser la
that.
prima.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I saw that they have that 915 page now where you can put the. Do you know this guy? Like, are we dating the same guy?
Ah,
They post a
cabrón,
picture.
really?
Yes, and there's already been people that have been busted
Oh
on that.
shit! That's like cool, man.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
like the 311 for cheaters and
Sí,
shit.
ándale, exactly.
Sí, call 411 for cheaters, No, pero sí, va a ser la prima, la tía, Yeah, El Paso is very, very small, man.
Small.
Yeah, and
And I think we're blessed because we have all these little towns, así como Sanelli, Clint, Horizon, Fabens, Tornillo, who just are part of El Paso, and we have that, where, ¿dónde está Fabens, Yeah, there's like a lot of things out there in Fabens, and Tornillo, the
Rio Seco
the-
Egg and Supply.
Yeah,
Si no
there
han
you
ido,
go.
vayan pa' allá.
Anthony.
Everybody's got their favorite Whataburger, their favorite Ross, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Ross.
Ross and Clint or whatever. The Ross
Y luego, pues,
and-
tenemos a Juaritos right there, cross on over and.
sí.
Órale.
No. I haven't been to Juarez in a long time, but
Oh,
yeah.
me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Tengo miedo.
Hey, how many of us partied over there though? Like in
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit!
Oh, the earlier
what was
days.
your favorite club? What was your
Sarawak.
favorite? Sarawak.
Ah.
Yeah. I knew
Hey,
it.
I was the only guy with long hair fucking dancing my ass off there, man.
Oh yes, the first floor or the second floor? Where were you?
Balls, man.
Yeah.
Drink and drown, man.
The-
The
the-
drown, yeah.
the live,
Copacabana.
the live.
The live. Ah, cabrón. Did you guys go to the English pub?
The
Yeah,
English
the
pub,
English pub, yeah.
yeah.
Tequila Derby,
Híjole,
Vértigo.
no, like,
Bandolero.
Ay, sí.
pura pelota
La
ahí, man. It was
playa.
like, I think I learned
Pero
how
yo
to
no
drink
iba
there.
ahí. Ah.
Ah, no, yo tampoco. Yo no
I
pasaba.
heard about it.
Oh, the Electric Q. ¿Te acuerdas?
Electric Q.
I think I only went to that one once. Yeah, but yeah, the other ones, híjole. No.
Spankies.
Oof.
El Spankies, yeah. Hasta el Noah Noah's. Yo fui al Noah Noah's.
I went to
Yeah,
Noah.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a cool bar.
Yeah, it was.
Pues ya ni me acuerdo yo, pero sí entre muchos.
No, sí, Juan Gabriel. Actually, my dad was friends with Juan Gabriel back in the day.
No shit,
Yes,
really?
yes. My dad used to know him, and he became really good friends with him. And he introduced me to him when I was 5 years old.
Sus parents eran de Juárez.
Sí, era de
Sí.
Juárez, I think. But my dad was a big fan of Juan Gabriel. You know,
Wow,
yeah,
yeah.
he loved him, man, all
And
the
how
time.
do you know how they met or what?
I got no freaking idea.
So
but
maybe before he got famous or what?
I got no idea, but yeah, he was talking to him one time. He's like, yeah, I know him very well. And then he ended up in my dad's junkyard one time. And they were just talking. They're like friends. I'm like, well, I didn't even know who he was at the time. But now that I think about it, I'm like, damn, my dad.
Was he cool? Was he like humble?
He was cool. Yeah,
See?
yeah. Because I was really young, but he was really nice. What I can remember, yeah. But he's an artist, man. He wrote a lot of good songs for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's still like, that's how, people know Juárez. I don't know if you've passed by or you've gone to Juárez y puedes ver su casa, his statue and all
Que
that.
no
They have
también
out there.
acá por donde está el...
For the Americas, no? He had
no,
one
no,
too?
no. Donde estuvo el evento de the Big Jerk Off. ¿Cómo se llama esa calle?
En San José.
San José, por ahí tenía una casa también.
Really?
Well,
Oh, esa
Gabriel.
sí no me lo sabía.
When my sister used to work at Sam's in Pelicano when they first opened, we delivered a TV to him right there by Americas. And that,
Oh, really?
that big place that was, he was one of the first
Yeah.
houses right there.
Órale.
Yeah, I don't know if he sold it or.
Yeah, that, sí, North Loop y
Sí.
Americas, ¿no?
See that
Ándale.
right there. Yeah, my sister called me. She goes, "Hey, Juan Gabriel needs a TV to be delivered." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
All that's down there.
Remember me?
I had a Nissan Datsun. No, I didn't say shit. We just delivered to him, and he tipped us. It was pretty cool. Yeah,
Was that your first car? The Nissan Datsun?
the Nissan my first car was actually a 1977 Camaro.
Of course. Freaking, wow.
We all had. Me and Albert
Mine-
had Camaros.
Mine was a
All our
1980
friends
Dodge
drove
Colt.
Camaros. That was the car, right?
We
The-
s- I
the-
started-
Forget the IROC Z. It was
yeah.
the 77
oh,
Camaro.
Yeah, or los Trans Ams, no, también los Trans Ams, the T-top.
Well, we were like in a little club where all of us had
Firebirds.
77 Camaros. The big,
Órale.
yeah. I have a
you
75.
can't sit with us if you're,
Yeah,
if
well,
you're not driving that.
we actually have a 75 that me and my wife are working on right now. A 75 Camaro. Car is it's badass. Yeah, a lot of childhood memories, man. Yeah, I would fit 15 people in my car.
Ay, güey.
What the hell? Así como
But,
los clowns.
but then again, estamos todos flaquitos, you know.
Hey, I was gonna
Así.
say, yo me
Sí.
acuerdo que mi jefito nos llevaba en un pinche buggy de esos Volkswagens, esos Beetles.
A todos.
Y éramos pues yo, mi carnala y mi carnal, mi mami y mi dad.
Yeah.
Y ahora que los guachos digo, fuck, ¿cómo
Yeah, you would
chingados-
fit perfect,
¿Cómo
right?
chingados cabíamos
Yeah.
ahí, you know?
You were just like perfect.
And there was no such thing as seatbelts. Que la chingada
Oh,
con
no,
las
no,
seatbelts.
no.
Ni car seats.
Yeah.
And we used to load all our stuff in our Camaros. I don't know how we did it. Like to go to Sasso's and play. Like,
No way. Like all the equipment.
yeah, I don't know how did we do it. Like,
I got no idea, man. We played at Sasso's when we were both 16 years old.
At Sasso's.
At
híjole.
Sasso's on Dyer. That was the place to go when you
Yeah.
when you love rock, man. And I used to throw my big amp in there, all my guitars, and Albert used to throw all his drum set on his 77 Camaro. So I don't know
Holy
how he
shit.
would fit it.
That back seat, yeah, it's because ya estabas impuesto how to pack it in there.
Yeah, and it was a full drum set. It was like a double bass drum set and shit like that.
And you
So-
guys were you guys playing your own music at that time or
Yeah.
cover?
we started. Well, we had to fill up the whole night. Like you had 3 sets, so we'd have like our first set enough for like originals, and then the other 2 sets were like
Covers.
covers. Yeah.
Look at that.
At 16 years old.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
chavillos.
Yeah, we used to get like eyeliner, and then we would like make our peach fuzz.
Ah, no, fuck.
Yeah, we would try to make our peach fuzz look like a
Sí,
mustache.
bigotón.
Yeah, and now they use it to fill in the
We were never carded.
Para tapar las canas.
sí, para tapar las
We
canas.
were like the youngest band playing at Sasso's at the time, man. So it was awesome. Everybody thought we were 21, but we were.
It was like
actually-
the whiskey a go go.
Yeah, we were-
Paso.
we were there just jamming, man, and it was wild. It was good times.
All the girls thought we were married, but we live with our moms.
Oh shit! But it didn't stop them from talking to you, huh?
No, those were better times. Yeah, we were young and hung.
John.
We're not young no more. Yeah, and it was crazy times, man. But we've been into music for a very, very long time, man. We love it. Is there any more questions? No. Yeah. Nobody loves us.
Nobody, ya se cansaron.
It's been a hell of a show,
It's
man.
because my battery died.
Thank
so,
you, man.
know.
Thank you for having
But
us.
look at all the hearts and that we're going. So thanks, guys, for all the love and these guys are great. So go out and you'll see when you get onto the YouTube page, we'll share their links so you can follow them.
Yeah.
Or on this live, when they were tagged them, you can just go in and go into their page and from there you can find them.
Go into Facebook, Middle Fingers Unfold Unspaced. The Middle Fingers Unfold Spaced is already full, but go into the Middle Fingers Unfold Unspaced, or you can go into Instagram.
On Facebook?
The one?
El Face.
El Facebook.
El FB, and then you can go into our YouTube channel. Here is on Spotify. Hear all our album. Give us a like. Subscribe to our channel. Help us out.
El OnlyFans.
El OnlyFans.
Pues ese es otro question que you know,
They've been
al
talking
rato
about.
hablamos, you know.
Farmersonly.com.
Farmersonly.com.
Go into musicloversonly.com and
Hey, pero ya para cerrar, it's like I said, it's a huge honor to have you guys here, and just some last words that you want to tell your fans.
If you want to be discovered on a video, and we're always looking for people for our videos, just subscribe to our channel, our Facebook channel. We're always looking at that because we do really appreciate our fans.
I just want to say thank you guys because I'm always amazed at like the people that have stuck with us and support us. It never ceases to amaze me. So thank you guys.
I just want to thank every single person that has helped us in our videos. You know, these people actually do stuff for us for free, man. You know, and we love them for doing that for us and for taking the time to help out our band. You know, all the locations that we've asked permission that have helped us, all the people that have stayed with us for hours on the videos and have supported us. You know, our engineer, you know, Gabe Esparza, you know, our wives, you know, our friends, our good friends like you know, everybody, man, that here in El Paso that has really taken the time to, you know, to help us achieve what we want to achieve is a big blessing to us, and God bless you guys for everything you've done for us, and we love you guys, man, and hopefully, you know, one of these days, you know, we can hit it big, and we will come back and we will. Believe me, help every single person that has helped us in El Paso. You know what I mean?
Thank you guys too, man.
Yeah, and thank you guys too, man.
You survived. You survived.
You
Psycho
survived
Uncensored.
the Psycho Uncensored.
Yeah,
podcast,
we
man.
love it. Hopefully, you guys can call us back, man. You know,
No, no.
yeah,
Whenever you
definitely.
guys have new material or new
lots
new
of fun
stuff,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the conversations were awesome, dude. You know,
Un poquito de todo.
un
¿verdad?
poquito de todo. Love you
There you
guys.
have it.
Guys, thank you guys.
Take care.